And welcome. Curious in Public, Dutch.
Delightful, humble, super Dillon.
Wow. Welcome. Happy Friday.
Humble.
Extra humble. That's right. No, we get Dillon, but we get no Jules.
Who?
Yeah, who?
Who?
Jules who?
Jules?
But yeah, guys, well, thank you for everybody hanging out and on a Friday evening.
Friday.
Early for us. And hopefully everybody's got something that they're enjoying. And this is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream, so we're just going to cut the chit-chat and get to what's in the glass, maybe, huh? No?
Yeah. I just want to say I'm here because Dutch always invites me to the lives, and he said, yeah, let's drink some, what was the other one?
Blood Oath? Oh, I got to turn this thing off.
The Hidden Gate or...
Hidden Barn?
Hidden Barn and Dickel. Dickel 11-year barrel choice or something. So whatever, all those things. And I'm like, no, thank you. But then he said, hey, how about Four Roses limited edition?
And Jules is like,
yeah, I'll drink my Minute Maid. I am here. And then he said, we have Wild Turkey 12-year that just came. And it's like, all right, I am here. So here I am.
Yeah.
I do enjoy stuff.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Drop some comments. Let us know what you guys are sipping on. And hopefully everybody's having a good Friday night. So at 6 p.m. Pacific time, the amazing Matt Madness competition is going on. So we are going to cut this a little short. Maybe we'll go a little over 6 p.m. I don't know. We'll see how things are going. But I expect everybody to jump over there and support ADHD Whiskey with that channel's awesome Matt Madness competition that I'm going to be in later this month, I think.
Better win.
No pressure. I'm going to check in with the chat in a second. We got some cool bottles. We put a little poll up, and you guys can decide which one we're going to crack into first. Either the Wild Turkey 12-year or the Four Roses limited edition small batch. And well, what do you want? I'm warming up today with a little bit of one of my favorite warm-up pours.
Oh,
Woodford Reserve.
nice.
This is the number 18 Masters Collection historic barrel entry. Wasn't the best bourbon, but I like it as a palate setter.
Nice. Humble Dillon here. I am warming up with what is this? What's this? Have you heard of this? Old Rip Van Winkle. It's only a 10-year, so I think definitely better than Eagle Rare 10-year. So I will say that.
Well, there's that.
So yeah, it's
pretty good, huh? Not bad. It'll pass.
Not bad.
All right, let's check in here with the chat, see what everybody's up to. Maybe hopefully you guys can hear us and see us. So James Morgan says, all the way from England. Yeah, I'm up for this as a highlight to my day. Happy Easter, Dutch and Dillon. Well, happy Easter to you too. Appreciate that. Joe says, don't sell yourselves short. I like watching you guys more than Matt. Wow, that's a lie. Joe is drinking Blood Oath Pack 6, which Dillon said is my favorite. Which it maybe isn't, but it's okay. Jeff Perkins is here. Says cheers to Friday.
Cheers.
Yama in the house says, just want to call out two things from the podcast today. Dutch called the audience of CP escorts.
It is true. I realize.
Which episode was it today?
Well, Siyama, I hope you appreciated our dedicated podcast for you.
Yeah.
Because it was great. It was glorious. Dutch eating humble pie. Dutch saying, Franklin's is like Costco brisket. I could make Franklin's briskets, and I'm not gonna stand with the people. I'm not standing in line. I hope you heard that in the podcast. That's what I heard. That's what I heard in the podcast.
No comment.
Delicious.
All right, Peter B says, this is why Dillon's not normally on the live streams. Peter B says, cheers all, starting with a Russell's single barrel CNB pick.
Nice.
Siyama says, and the best comedy thriller is American Psycho. That's a good one.
Yeah. Love when he dances.
Yeah. It's like dark. It's like a dark comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's right. Oh, it was the menu episode. Right. That's why the escort thing. Okay, got it. Yes, that's right. I did compare the CPU to escorts and myself. I think all of us.
No, you were the washed up actor.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny that we all kind of thought that. Javier Acosta says, "Build to the higher proof, gentlemen. Act civilized for once." So I guess what is the? I don't even know what the. This literally, I got this out of the box in the mail today.
That's 101.
101. Okay, so yeah, we should start with the wild turkey probably, but that's winning in the poll. So our CPU keeping us in line.
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
because we're way too stupid to figure this stuff out.
Ooh, look at this.
Roy in the house. What's up?
Roy N.
What happened? What did I look at? What?
No. I'm just listening to, or I'm looking at all the comments.
Oh, okay. There was a comment here from Animated Abraham that says, "Any thoughts on the new Indiana Jones?"
We just saw it.
We just watched it as we were setting up in here. Better than the teaser trailer?
Where's Short Round?
Where's Short Round?
I was hoping Short Round would come back as an adult in Indy's costume and swing in with the whip, right? Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it.
No, he should just swing by, don't say a word, and then just disappear.
I guess. To me, I think it looked better than the last one. It looked better than Crystal Skull from the trailer.
Yeah, Crystal Skull was it haunts me to this day. It haunts me, Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah. But actually more exciting was the Ahsoka trailer dropped today too, which looks amazing. If you ever watched Rebels back in the day, the animated series, this is like the ultimate fan treatment or fan service for that show.
Nerd.
Yeah. Okay, we got Troy says 4-gate flight, Kelvin collab 3 and 5, Burai and Barossa Creek.
Wait, did you say Javier is drinking the Jack Daniel 10-year batch 2?
Oh yeah, I did. There you go.
Cheers.
Sample of Jack Daniel's 10 batch 2. Awesome.
Hope you get the 12 year.
Yeah, has anybody tried the 12 year yet? I think somebody had it on the whiskey tubes. I'm probably never going to see those, so who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
James Morgan says, sipping a Canadian corn whiskey finished in Oloroso bourbon. Has some competition. Corey is going to be drinking Highland Park Cask Strength tonight, so not bourbon. Great choice.
Great choice.
Is it batch 3? Because batch 3 was just so good.
Yeah, such a great Vegas spirit.
Yes, we cracked into that.
Yeah, it was great. Right. It was great.
That was really enjoyable, by the way.
Man.
Underrated whiskey right there.
Yeah. Oh.
David M says, good evening, gentlemen. Enjoying cigar blend batch 54 tonight. Is that the Magnus cigar blend? Because I think I'm thinking of cigar malt is the Dalmore, right?
Well, there are plenty of cigar malts now.
Yeah. But cigar blend would mean it's the Joseph Magnus, probably, I'm guessing. Yeah. Awesome. Let us know how that is. Okay.
Man, really good variety, folks.
Yeah, let's see here. Lyle says, evening, gents, sipping some Ocho Blanco tonight to the stream. Awesome. Good choice.
I think our CPU is pretty advanced. I mean, like, I think a lot of our CPU folks have tried a kind of a bigger variety than most. I've been kind of lurking in these whiskey aficionado circles, and they're kind of they're kind of like right at the beginning. They just, for example, like this year tried Jack Daniel's barrel proof, single barrel proof and things like that. And so, I sometimes like have to think, are we too far from where everyone else is?
And it's hard being ahead of the curve, right?
Well, because CPUs, like, I mean, they're drinking like,
amazing stuff.
Yeah. So,
and even when it's stuff that sits on the shelf, it's like it's the good stuff that sits on the shelf,
right?
Which is nothing wrong with that. I love that stuff. Okay.
I'm just saying you're out of touch.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Defender of the people.
M. Pachacos is doing a little Stag batch 18.
Nice.
Next to a little E.H. Taylor barrel proof batch 9. Okay, to see which is better. Interesting. Yeah, both mash bill number 1.
Both good.
High proof.
Both good.
My guess, so I've had the 18, and it lacked a little bit on the sweetness.
I feel like E.H. Taylor will probably win that one.
I don't know. I haven't had any of the more recent E.H. Taylor because the older ones were just so tannic for me. I couldn't get past it.
Oh man, I should bring mine.
Yeah. We should do some more of that stuff. Everybody loves that stuff. So except for me for some reason. Roy N, sipping on some Glenfiddich 21, has a tropical rum-like taste. Yeah, that's the one that's finished in rum casks. That is a really easy sipper. I had an evening where we cracked into that with some friends and just killed the bottle. It's just so easy to sip on.
What I wanted to share with the CPU, two I tried. I tried recently vintage bourbon, 17-year.
Okay. Where's it from?
At a bar. It's like under the it's a Kentucky Bourbon Distillers, so they own things like Willet.
Oh,
and
so sourced 17-year then, obviously from somewhere.
Yeah, and it was good, but not. Was it? I think like secondary market now is $3,000, $4,000. It might be more, but so I had a 1 ounce pour recently. Man, it's good, but it's not.
It's not $1,000 good.
Yeah, I mean, like I would say $150 good. You know,
yeah, that's
that
tracks.
$200 bottle good, maybe.
Something that's $100 good. Maybe. That's very
but
rare.
Not three. I would say Hirsch 16 is
better.
Just another level.
Mm-hmm.
So for folks out there, if you're thinking about, blowing your budget trying to get vintage,
go get the Hirsch.
yeah, just
you really want to blow your budget.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right, let's see who else is in here. Okay, Rustislav is drinking 50-year-old cognac with Opus X. Interesting. Which 50 is that? The Bacta 50 you're drinking? Jason W says, I killed a wild turkey 12 tonight. I have one in backup, going to hold off on opening. Interesting. Yeah, I've heard really great things about it, so I'm excited to try it.
Nice box.
Skaggs, Jay Skaggs is going with Redwood Haystacks 14 port tonight.
Oh, from KL, right? Because I have that bottle.
Is that the one we just opened? Yeah, we just looked at that. Yeah.
One thing I regret, I missed out on the 15-year. The non-finished 15-year by like 2 seconds, and it was just infuriating. It drives me insane. But
Sean says, "Evening boys, I'm wearing a Whiskey Plus shirt and about to pour some Yamazaki 12. Excellent, nice. Very excellent. What do you think about the price jump?
Yeah, I want to hear what you guys are thinking about that. Yamazaki
list now is 165, I think.
Crazy.
I mean, I thought it was
12-year
120. I was like, okay, you get the $10 per year. Yeah. I get it, but no more. And 160, I think 165 now.
I'm hoping that the Nika had planned to come out with age-stated releases again, but I don't know if that's changed in the last 6 months.
I don't know.
If they come out, I'm hoping that
they can undercut it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's gonna happen. But
I mean, it was only like 2 years ago, something like that, where I was able to get a Yamazaki 12 for like $65 or something like that.
Yeah, so
at a grocery store.
Like, think about that though. So if Yamazaki 12 is 165 or 69, and you're thinking the Hibiki Harmony is what, 200, 225 now? You can get it at Costco sometimes.
No.
For much less.
The regular Harmony? Still
Hibiki,
like 80.
No. Hibiki
Blossom? The Blossom, yeah, like 200.
Yeah. So then it's close to that?
I need to compare.
What I'm talking about is like Hakushu 18 was like $5.99.
It's more than that now.
And then right? And then Hakushu 12-year is $169.
Right. Same as Yamazaki.
So the gap is I don't know if the 18 is gonna go up again.
I don't know, man. But, yeah, 120 was like,
yeah, I don't know.
I would say, okay, if you've never had it or you really love it and you want to get one, okay, I get it if it's really your jam, but
yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I can justify it anymore.
Even at 120 was hard to justify it.
Ooh, it's a tough one.
It's Dave, just Dave, says, cheers, boys. Dillon, what was that warm-up bottle, and does it even compare to my Evan Williams bottled and bond?
What? Oh, this is the warm-up bottle.
Yeah, about the same as Evan Williams bottled and bond.
About the same.
About the same.
Oh, yeah. The aroma is just...
Here's the question. From Roy, is Turkey 12 better than George T. Stagg? Well, it's certainly not going to have the proof, but we'll see on the flavors if it's comparable.
Yeah, let's set aside the proof when we try this. Set aside the proof. Let's see what the flavor profile. It's different though.
Yeah.
Because the wild turkey has that hint of flower.
Yeah.
It has the bright floral component. We talked about this before. Wild turkey has that floral, a much more bold floral component. Whereas the Russell's Reserve has more of the woody wood grain, oak, raw wood. You taste that woody flavor, and so I mean they're different beasts. Somebody in another group talked about. They asked like, what's the point of getting the wild turkey? What's the Kentucky Spirit? Like, why would you get the Kentucky Spirit? You know, and I think it's the same reason why you get a lot of other single barrels, right? It's just it's you don't want to blend it. Yeah,
ultimately. But I mean, so the other question I'm going to have is, so the 13 year that we had, the father son.
Yeah,
I remember being very fruity.
right.
Lower proof than this. So is the similar age but higher proof? How's that going to be? I'm really curious.
I think we should get the Wild Turkey 101
and compare
and
it.
just compare Wild Turkey 101 with this. And we need to tell our CPU
if it's worth it.
Is it worth paying $200, $300 for this?
Well, maybe we'll do a video on it.
Or do we try, Wild Turkey 101 and,
Is it just as good?
Yeah.
All right, maybe we'll do that. Vortex in the house says, hey guys, I'm drinking a barrel pick of New Riff bourbon tonight. It's super good. Boomerang Finch says, Foursquare 2010. Saw it, bought it, like it.
Nice. I gotta get rid of this. This is Dutch's.
It's my bottle. Yeah, thanks for always grabbing the.
Yeah, that's why I come for this.
See, I'm a single cask IP Macallan 12. Nice.
Oh.
David confirms it was Magnus Cigar Blend.
Nice.
We assumed correctly. Jason W says Turkey 12 and GTS not in the same hemisphere. Answer is no.
Ooh.
Let's see. Astasian Spartan. Sorry if I'm saying that all screwy. Aztecian, maybe? Is that how it, ever taste Wild Turkey Stampede or Wild Turkey Heritage? They're much older bottles from the early 2000s. Given your long experience in whiskey, just wondering if you ever encountered them in your journeys abroad. I have. The Heritage sounds really familiar. I'd need to see what the bottle looks like. But I've tried some of the older, like the Austin Nichols, when it still said Austin Nichols on it, and the 8. And so, I know that flavor profile. It's kind of like a little more, to me, it's just like a little more robust.
Yeah.
That's what I always remember. But it's been a long time.
Oh, was it the 17 year? There was one that's like.
Oh, the Master's Keep? 17?
No, it's one from the 1990s. I don't remember. I had a really, really old bottle. It's a really dusty bottle, but I don't remember. I'm going to have to think about it.
Yeah, Siyama agrees. Yamazaki is a stretch at 120. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Roy says max 100. Yeah, I'd say that.
I agree.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Scrolling here. Oh, Cheech is in the house. Thank you for being a moderator here, Cheech, and helping us out. Dropping the links. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. And all right, mostly caught up. And let's end our poll with Wild Turkey winning.
Nice.
Because our CPU is so smart. And they figured it out for us that we should start with the lower proof one. Either that or nobody likes
all right.
Four Roses. I don't know what the answer is. Let's get into it, though. All right. So first of all, the presentation on this is just super, super cool.
Very nice. I like the texture.
Yeah, it's like a kind of velvety. It's like got some texture to it.
Yeah.
And inside opens up like that.
Ooh, I like this. That. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice presentation. Pop that out there. You can do something with that. Let's see if we can get this to focus. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Wild Turkey, aged 12 years. And this is an import. And this is one of the ones that was re-imported to the U.S. and then sold. And I think it's from Japan, right? It certainly looks like it.
Yep.
And $200 price paid.
Ah, well, it's Dutch's money. Let's go. Actually, you know what?
But when I travel, I'm going to try to, if it's any good, I'll try to hopefully see how much it is.
I think Dutch and I are going to be traveling a little bit.
Yeah, coming up later this year.
Yeah, and we're hoping to get you some content, but then we're also going to be doing some bottle hunting abroad.
In a foreign country.
Yeah.
So.
Which country? Stay tuned. It's like, what do you call it? Where in the world is
Dutch?
Carmen Sandiego? Dutch San Diego.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? 50.5% alcohol. This is a 700 milliliter bottle.
I'm gonna make him wear all that the red hat,
And the trench
coat.
coat.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Wow,
remember
so
watching
dark.
the Carmen San Diego show.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Was it on PBS or something?
Yep.
I used to watch all that. All right, here we go. Excited.
Yeah, me too. Let's let that one open up a little bit. Check in with the chat here. Jeff says, I asked one of the staff at KL where they're getting all the imported bottles, and he said that there is a distributor with a private plane bringing it over. What?
Yeah, I know KL does some crazy stuff. I know they do like estate. They purchase estate sales and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
some of the European ones do that too,
Yeah.
but now you don't know if you're getting counterfeit stuff or not, right? KL's got a good reputation. I don't think they would.
Yeah.
do that.
Only Dutch.
Only-
Hey, we're gonna do some investigation.
Yeah,
pretty
we're gonna
soon.
try to investigate on my
We'll try it.
potential bottle that might be a fake Blanton's. How's the nose?
Either it hasn't opened up or I got a skunky
Skunky
glass.
glass. Smell this one. Smells fine to me. I get the berries again.
No, there's something.
You don't like it?
It smells like
I got a little bit of the ethanol here. Let's let it sit for a second then. Check back in with the chat for a little bit. James Morgan says, I won't fork out 150 pounds though. Oh, you can find it there in the UK. Interesting. Is that a Japanese bottle? Yeah, I think it is. It had some Japanese writing on the top there. I don't know.
Let's see, what does it say?
Can you read that? Let's see. Jason W says if you go to Japan, you can order this off Amazon delivered to your hotel. Okay,
That's dangerous because then we
awesome.
could just buy like 50.
Way too much stuff. Okay, M. Pacheco says, if you're going to Scotland, I need distillery advice. I'm planning a trip for September and need to know if distillery exclusives are the way to go or if they're just a gimmick. I have no idea, but maybe one of our awesome members of the CPU here can give you some advice on that because I have never done that kind of tour.
You can't generalize on that because there are distilleries where it's kind of a gimmick. There are others where it might be worth it to shell out the dollars.
That would be my guess as well.
I think
sorry, we're not laughing. This is amazing comment here.
There's amazing
Lee. Dillon, I'm that dude we met at Safeway.
Interesting story. I mean, like, whenever I meet somebody, I'm like deer in headlights because I don't ever expect it, right? I'm just trying to run in and
buy your milk
incognito. Yeah.
Well, from what I understand, you like kicked his credit card away from him.
No. This is different. So so I saw Steven. I was picking up a bomb burger.
Okay.
At the Safeway, and I was talking to one of the associates. We were just kind of like, I don't know what we were talking about. We are just talking about
booze.
Releases and stuff. Yeah, we are talking about that, and Steven came by, and we were really nice chat. So thank you.
Awesome.
It was awesome. But the other couple.
Oh, that was Costco.
Yeah, the Costco.
Yeah, that's where you kicked the guy's credit card away.
Man, if you're in the chat, let me know because, I was trying to talk, but then he dropped the credit card, and the credit card went under the cash register, and I was standing there with my carton of milk, and I was like,
gotta go.
It's like, okay, I think I gotta go.
Oh,
so
man.
that was
That's too
awkward
funny.
moment. But I wanted to thank that couple because they let me cut. Yeah, because all I had was the carton of milk.
Are you going in? I'm gonna give it another nose here.
I don't know. Something's off. Something's really off.
I don't smell anything off. Yeah, try a fresh glass. It smells great to me. I get the clear, distinct berries again. I don't know why I get such strong berry.
That's better, actually.
Maybe you had a skunky glass. I'm digging it.
Now it's opening up.
The nose really reminds me of that father son. It's a little more intense because this is higher proof. Let's give it. I'm gonna go to the palate.
Oh, the aroma. What I really like about this, automatically, if you have in chat, if you have a Wild Turkey 101 and you just knows the Wild Turkey 101, we're sharing in that same experience. I don't think so.
I think so.
I think so.
This is way more similar to the 13.
No way.
The berries?
No way.
Berries, dude.
No. I'm not getting that.
I am. The palate.
I think the father. I
would
think
agree with you.
No. Father and son was diluted, and so I think.
But I understand why.
It's much
Did
more
you taste
delicate.
this? I understand why it's diluted. I think it tastes better than this. But I will admit to being sensitive to that tannic note, and this has that tannic note for me.
I agree.
And it's close to being just the kind of tannic note I like. So it's almost there, but it's like a little bit.
No. I think this is too far for you.
It is.
It's too far for you. Yeah, you're being nice.
I am.
The tannic component is. Yeah.
But
I don't know.
It's actually pretty well balanced because there is enough sweetness that comes in after. So the finish isn't tannic. The tannic hits me like pre to the mid, like right around the mid palate. And then the sweetness kind of comes in. So the finish is excellent. The front palate is a little bit tannic for me. And it might just open up and those might come together better. But
this bottle has an edge to the regular Wild Turkey 101
absolutely.
In that it has a better mouthfeel. The mouthfeel is way better than a regular Wild Turkey 101. Having said that, though, I think the flavor, the core flavor, the front end flavors are pretty similar. And I don't know if this is $190 better than Wild Turkey 101.
I totally agree with that.
I don't think so. I think
if like take Wild Turkey 101 and it's like a
68.
It's like particle board like this, or it's like a slice of wood. This is like this. It's just thicker, but it's like the same wood. Like everything is thicker. All the flavors are deeper. So I definitely think it's better, but the profile is pretty similar. I would agree. Do we have regular?
I'm gonna say I'm kind of disappointed, chat. I'm expecting better for $200-$300. I need to be blown away at 300. This is 200 is supposed to be a bargain, right? But
I'm not blown away.
Yeah, I'm not blown away. This is
it's good.
Ugh, darn it. I bought one too.
Hey, but first pour. It could evolve.
I'll give it as a gift.
I can see this opening up. All right. Well, speaking of letting it open up, let's let this one sit.
Yeah.
And we'll get into our next. If you want a sticker for it.
Yeah. Siyama is saying this is the neck pour, so
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, thanks. Siyama saying neck pour. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Neck pour is very different. Recent example of a neck pour changing the XO. Deadman's
oh yeah.
2XO.
You like it better now?
Yeah, much better. I thought the neck pour was garbage.
The other one that really hit me was that Smoke Wagon malted rye.
Right.
Neck pour, I was like, okay, whatever. And then it just becomes gorgeous.
Opens up, yeah. So let's set this aside.
Yes,
let's try that.
So Siyama says Steven is Dillon just as humble in person as he is on YouTube.
No. See, when Dutch cuts these videos, he makes it seem like I'm this very pretentious.
Hey, this is uncut. You guys get to see
arrogant, heathen. But the reality is, I'm a quiet, humble man, right?
Roy says, "Okay, sounds like maybe a pass. Then I will chase Jack Daniel's 10 instead of a Turkey 12.
Try to chase the Jack 12.
Jack 12.
Jack 12. Jack 10 was okay.
Have I had it? I haven't had the Jack 10.
I had it at a restaurant.
Did I have it? Was that? Oh no. Okay, sorry.
I had it at a restaurant. I'm not gonna say the name, but they have a lot of picks, and they had it on the shelf.
Interesting.
So I was like, oh, okay, fine, I gotta try it. It was overpriced, but it was all right.
I don't know. I mean, off the neck pour, maybe not, but we'll come back to this at the end of the stream, see if it's opened up, and maybe our opinion will change a little bit. I don't think it's bad. Don't get me wrong. Not bad whiskey at all, but at $200, I'm thinking twice based on the neck pour. So we'll come back.
Well, let's come back. Let's give it another chance.
Let's, because again, we got to go a little quicker here tonight, just because Matt Madness is starting in 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
All right. Got some glasses.
Roy is saying like, Dillon humble. What? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Totally.
Is this skunky?
Did Jules clean this?
Jules, yeah.
With his tongue or something? I don't know what's going on.
All right, so now to something else. Let's check the chat real quick. Actually, let's pour and let it sit. So, Four Roses, limited edition, small batch. There it is. 54.5% alcohol. This is the 2022 release. One of my favorite bottles every year.
Let's try it. Let's try it.
It is another very expensive bottle. I think this one cost us about $250, which is a lot. But that's still cheaper than secondary.
Ooh, and he spilled.
I'm going to pour a little more carefully on this.
Spilled.
Because I do love this bottle.
All right.
I give you the bigger pour there.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
See, that's generous Dutch.
Yeah, that's why I come, right? Because, you know.
That's right.
How else are you going to get me here?
Generous Dutch. All right. Do a turkey blind with this after it opens up. Not a bad idea. Let's see. Prez Sherna says, I had a pour of this in Louisville last month at Neat's Bar and Bottles. I loved it. And that bar had a crazy selection of Dusties. I'm assuming you're talking about the turkey.
Nichols?
Yeah.
Oh, it's something else. Man, those old bottles.
Joe says, I agree, Dutch. I don't like that tannic note either. Probably why I like finished in wine cask stuff the most. Okay.
Someone in chat was drinking Red Spot. So cheers to that. I appreciate the fact that a lot of people love the Blue Spot. But if you enjoyed the Red Spot, cheers to that.
And Dillon's going right in. Look at that.
Oh, sorry.
You do you, man. Roy says, just missing. We love you. Dillon, uncut, unfiltered, yes. Oh, man. M. Serrano says, sipping on a little Royal Salute 21. Nice choice. I like that stuff. Yes, I agree. Underrated bottle there.
Yeah.
It's an enjoyable one. Pope Dutch blesses you with whiskey.
Oof.
Another, wait, that is a Royal Salute. Oh, you posted that twice. Okay, you're messing with me here, dude. Mr. Serrano. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And Christian with another, the great one here, finishing off Glendronach 15. I love that bottle. And a super chat.
Oh, thank you.
Believe in peace. Long time no see. Really enjoying the curiosity.
Cheers.
Private membership. Have you guys tried some of the Mars Komagate malts?
Yes. So I've had actually quite a bit because Venmo.
Oh, with all the Mars, yeah.
Yeah, Venmo had like a Mars sale, at least where I live, on the coast of Costa Rica, and they
Venmo had a Costa Rica outlet,
and you can buy like the entire lineup for pretty cheap because they give you like a bunch of discounts. So it would be interesting for us to review it. I think.
I'd love to try them. I have not tried any.
And this is what that lineup. I would say I want to hear Jules.
He does seem to,
because in that one I want to hear him to say like Jules basically is like black or white, right? It's like I like it or I don't. You know? It's really
the nose is getting better and better as it sits.
It just opens up.
One comment I got to go back up to. Sorry, I just want to make sure we discuss this. So Peter B says MSRP on the Wild Turkey 12 is 60 to 70. At that price, how can you miss? I agree there.
I agree.
Completely agree. I'm just talking about at the price we had to pay here to get it.
American market,
no. Okay.
Oh,
how's the palate? Oh man, the nose is just glorious.
So you know why I like this? I like this because
layers.
I sometimes worry about bringing this up, but I think if you watch the Four Roses drink through, or not the drink through, but the 10 mash bills, you already know this. But what I love about these limited edition releases is that I get that OESO aroma and OESO or OBSO flavor. It's right in the front, and I just love that. I love that sweetness, and it's so well rounded.
The palate is bizarre to me. I don't know. There's like such a strong floral component at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it almost is like it's getting tannic. It's so floral. It's not there, but it's so bold.
This is one of those rare cases where I wanted a little bit of harshness to cut through the delicate floral component, and this gives it to me.
Yeah.
This gives it to me, and I
it
like
has
it. I
spice.
really like it. I like that spice.
It's like spicy.
There's a little bit of that burn.
Yeah.
It's almost like hot sauce. The burn is painful, and you go back to it. It's addictive.
Interesting.
And so I love that component here. Man.
I mean, in my mind, though, this is quite different from the last couple releases.
Oh, the OESO component. Oh,
it seems different to me.
Man, what was it called? In California, Whole Foods this year got the OESO releases. I didn't have time to go and get it.
This is intense. This is like.
You think so?
I don't know. It's spicy. Spicier than I was expecting, I think.
It's a little dry.
A little bit
A little dry.
The prior years too.
I love it. Our chat talking about like all the hits. I'm hoping that through our videos we are able to open people up to different types of spirits too. And Sam right here talking about Dewar's 32. I just saw Dutch's Dewar's 32 collection. He showed it to me. I think he hoarded 6. I think
I have a lot of it. So Sam, with a good question though, Dewar's 32, Signet, Royal Salute 21, or Tears of Verona. Which should I have a pour of?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I think it depends on what you're doing.
How was your week?
How was your week, and what do you plan to do this evening? Are you just going to watch a movie?
Yeah.
You're going to work a crossword puzzle? You're going to read a book? You're going to, what do people do? Watch the Netflix?
Learn quantum physics.
Learn quantum physics. So if you want something that's more background or more foreground.
I feel like if you want to just.
If you just want to chill out, I would go Royal Salute.
Royal Salute, I agree.
Or Dewar. Dewar's can be anything.
Dewar's could be anything, but Dewar's is going to be like just rich.
Yeah.
It's that rich
That's a
flavor.
celebratory pour almost.
Signet's going to be that chocolate. I think Signet would be good if you're looking to pair that with more desserts or something.
Here's the thing. Bad week and you're capping it off, Signet. Good week, Dewar's. If you had a good week and you're celebrating, you drink the Dewar's. If you had a bad week and you're like, I got to get out of this funk, then you drink the Signet. Tears of Verona doesn't matter. If you feel like tequila, drink it because it's so damn good.
Yeah.
Good question, though. Let's hear what the CPU says, too. You guys chime in with your thoughts. That's a great question. Love questions like that. Jack W says, maybe unpopular opinion, but I wasn't too impressed with Blue Spot. Thought the youth got in the way. I don't think that's unpopular. I think if you watch our drink through, it was one that we said kind of was not necessarily worth it. Definitely not worth the markup. What did we say? The yellow was the sweet spot?
I enjoy the yellow.
Yeah. The red was not enough of an elevation on the yellow to justify the price, I think is what we kind of felt. It'd be nice to revisit that one. I was actually thinking about, there's a lot of things we need to revisit. It'd be fun to revisit.
Integrate the gold spot and all that?
Yeah, again, the gold spot. How does that slot in as well?
Oh, there's some stuff.
Where do I need to go here?
Talking about Dewar's 32 and stuff.
So, Mr. Serrano says go with Royal Salute. I got an error with the chat. Guess it went twice. No worries. I was just kidding.
Actually, I think, was it Vortex? Vortex was saying he's not detecting the OESO component.
OESO in this blend, I didn't think it is. Well, we can probably look it up.
Well, no, I'm not talking about OESO in the blend.
Oh.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what I like about the OESO, that happens to be my favorite combination. And the reason I love that is because the delicate, bright, floral, honey, sweetness is a little bit more forward compared to, say, the wood, the oak, and some of the kind of the earthy flavors. I like that, and when it leads with that, I get overjoyed.
So here's
that's my
here's the makeup of this one. 14-year-old OESF, 14-year-old OESV, 15-year-old OESK, and 20-year-old OBSV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I didn't realize it was all that old. That's crazy. Maybe that's so crazy that it's not oaky, like at all.
There's a little bit. You know why? It's the dryness. It's the dry component that reminds me that the oak was there. It's like a hint of it.
Okay, I'm getting it. Yeah,
right?
If I think about it, I
it's a hint of it. Yeah. So
interesting. Well, that's a fun one. Okay. Siama says, are the LEs only available through their lottery system to pick up at the distillery, or are they distributed? I think they're distributing them and they're doing the lottery. It was like unclear. I think people were thinking, oh, you can only get it in their lottery now, but I think it's both.
No.
I think they were doing the lottery so people didn't line up at the store, at the gift shop.
Yeah. And I think it has been released to select states where they allocate. And then they released it to a couple of other distributors.
And this is an international, this is a 700 milliliter foreign bottle.
Yeah. So. The 750s hit California.
It's probably a fake.
But it was all taken. Oh man, I could sit here and talk to you hours and hours about all of this stuff that happened just this year, of all the allocated stuff that went to certain select people. So boy, you know, if I talked about that, it would like probably really anger everyone.
All right, Matthew's here. Where? Matthew, our buddy that works at the store that totally sells wine. Oh. And by the way, thank you for sending. He sent some really he sent us some email with some of his experience with being at the store and what's done with the allocated bottles and things.
Really?
So we may have an expose plan for the future.
For the podcast?
Maybe, yeah.
Because Siama, thank you very much.
Yes.
Wait, did Siama answer our question about like the limits on what you can buy and stuff? He sent us a message about that.
I don't know.
Well, Siama,
question?
Because remember we were like, oh, what can you buy? Is there a limit?
Oh, right. Was there a limit on how many bottles you can get at the specs thing?
Because man, if I'm in the first 20 people,
you're just buying everything.
I'm gonna be like, sorry, folks, I am buying the store.
Oh wow, billionaire. Oh man. All right. Prez says, is Dewar's 32 your highest rated Scotch? It is. It's our highest rated everything. Right here. It's on the leaderboard still at the very top, right there. So yeah, it is the highest rated spirit we've reviewed. All right.
Oh, I did notice a lot of hate for Glenmorangie though. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to do a little bit of a Glenmorangie redux.
I agree with that. Yeah. I agree with that. A lot of people love it on the Dewar's 32. Siama says, problem with the Dewar's 32 is the 50% price increase over the last 2 months. Yeah, it's really weird. And I don't know what it is about Total Wine, but there was one store where it was like $220, and then another one in the same city, because they've started to open up here in San Diego, $160, yep. 166. So 166 is... If
you see it for 150 to 160, I think it's worth getting. If you haven't tried it and you have the disposable income. If you don't,
it's an expensive bottle.
Yeah, just get a pour.
Yeah. Believe in Peace says, can we get Dr. Dillon on the stream?
Dr. Dillon, PhD. Can you do the graphic?
Or is he busy finding a cure for bad bourbons?
Actually, we are working on something. Right before the stream, we're working on something.
We're doing some science work.
Scientician work. So stay tuned for that. We haven't cracked the code yet.
Oh,
but
man.
Again, we're thinking of, as the defender of the people.
GW says, does anybody have a good recommendation on a whiskey chemistry production book? There's a really interesting book. It's not that detailed on that, but it's, how was it called? Proof, I think it was. It's a really interesting analysis of just like the history of spirits. So, all right, scrolling down here. What else is going on here? Everybody talks about, Troy says, everyone talks about how the Four Roses limitation is one of their favorites each year. I would love to see a year-over-year comparison of the LE. It's funny. We were just talking about doing that because we don't have that. We have three, the most recent three. So we got 19, 20, 20, no.
20, 21, 22.
Yeah, that's right.
So 17, 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, so those are the ones we got. Yeah. So we may do that. We were just talking about that. So, because I'm interested about the same thing. Because I drink them so infrequently that I just like...
But Dutch loves it.
I love it. I love the Four Roses. What can I say? All right. Who else is in here? I believe Penguin had a sipper's guide to whiskey blends. Interesting. For a second, I thought you were making a Batman reference. Hey, look at that. The whiskeychannel.com is in the house, aka the Shelf Turds.
All right. Thank you for all that glitter, by the way.
And the bottles of Fireball that we still
what happened with that? The old Charter? What happened with that?
That's a good question. I don't...
Did it like get lost in the Am I not supposed to talk about it?
No, it's
I don't
fine.
know.
I mean, they did their part. We did our part.
Yeah.
I shipped it off to whoever was next. I
Yeah.
think it was Drums and Drams.
Oh, okay.
Got it after me. And I think he did his part. And then it got stuck somewhere. Somebody has it.
Oof. Okay.
But yeah, I in like 10 years.
It'll come back.
It'll come back.
And it's going to be like amazing. Either that or it's going to be moldy.
I forgot what we put in it at this point, too.
I think we did like George.
No, you're not supposed to say what's in there.
Who
cares?
Jorge.
Nobody watches our Vortex says most high-end bourbon in this market is going to customers who spend a fortune at certain stores every year. Everything is reserved for them. Everyone else is stuck with secondary pricing. Sad reality of it. By the way, we never answered the question from the Shelf Turds about why Evan Williams Bottled in Bond is on where it is on the rating. Maybe we should review that on the board.
Evan Williams?
On the board, on the leaderboard. Where would it be? Would it make it to the leaderboard? Wow. Finally, the coin dropped here.
All right. I've been enjoying some of these things.
Oh, Mr. Whiskey Shit's in the house.
Nice.
Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry, I skipped ahead here because I saw a super chat I got to click on from Ken H.
Ken H.
Cheers, guys.
Thank
Yours
you.
32
Very generous. Thank you.
Very good. Have you checked out IWSC 2023 results? Will you guys try something out? I've not looked yet. We usually do that like in a podcast or something. We'll kind of go through some of those other spirits competitions that are not the ultimate spirits competition and see
how many people paid for that win or whatever. Isn't that our analysis?
Yeah. How much did they pay? Which single barrel did they specially set aside?
Yeah, like I mean, it's like barrel selection. Speaking of that, I wanna spend this time for straight talk with Dillon. Can you do the graphic thing? Okay, so I was like, I woke up in the middle of the night thinking about this because Buffalo Trace has like expanded their production.
Oh, hang on, wait, while you're talking, what are we going to crack into for our final pour?
Oh, final? What?
Or at least, or our next pour, at least.
I don't know, chat. I got a bunch of stuff here. Long Row Red, Kraganmore 25-year, Hibiki Blossom Harmony, Old Forester Single Barrel, Rye Barrel Strength.
Yeah, we're running out of time, so write in the chat what you think we should do. I'm not going to do a poll because, or maybe I'll do a poll.
Let's see. What else we got?
I'll do a poll.
I have so many.
I'll do a poll. You do your story.
Okay,
I was tuning out anyway.
So I woke up, in a sweat, thinking about this, and Buffalo Trace has expanded their production. They're obviously way ahead in terms of their ability to do barrel selection, right? So it's all percentage game. No, it doesn't matter how you look at it. It's just a percentage game. I don't know. I still cannot figure out where craft distilling is going to end up with something like that because they just don't have the numbers, right? I mean, they could say it's farm to table and special grains.
They don't have the age. Ultimately, I think
they don't have. Well, it's not even about the age. I think it's the volume of barrels,
right?
Because it's statistics. It's law of averages, and figuring out how they could utilize. I mean, like I would say, Buffalo Trace, if they had like, I don't know, 10,000 barrels, let's say, out of the 10,000, I imagine maybe 30 would be considered honey barrel. And then so 10,000 times whatever their production is, right? So they have that privilege of getting those. And then out of the, let's say the 30, you have one or two that's going to end up in the, 20, 25 year, part of their X experiment and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to think like in terms of value, where our hard-earned money should go. I mean, does it make sense? And where does it go? And how does the craft distilling people fit? I like Smoke Wagon, how he just buys the barrels.
Yeah.
And then he starts aging them. And then, he takes his chances, but he still doesn't have the volume.
You're beholden to the guy.
Yeah, he just doesn't have, because when he's blending, he discloses, he says like, oh man, this is over oaked. This is this, and that's it. Like that barrel has to go somewhere. I can't throw it away.
Yeah, he has to blend it
Right.
with something to make it work, right?
But Buffalo Trace can go, whatever. I mean, it's like one of a million barrels.
Put it in benchmark.
Yeah, let's just yeah, exactly, right? It's just blend it away or dilute it. Anyway, these are kind of the deep thoughts that I'm thinking about, and I'm trying to
deep thoughts with Dillon.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like how do we talk to our CPU about this kind of stuff?
Important issues.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's when we review a craft whiskey, I think these things come up. Naturally.
Yeah, I think we have to think long and hard about this because we talked about. I mean, like after the Blue Run debacle, and we have the Nulus and all these other stuff. Old Carter, Foregate. I mean, like
all the source stuff. But then it's like, how do these craft ones compete with MGP?
Yeah.
Or with any of the other big name ones that are selling barrels as well. It's just you can't. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Because it's the time investment and the money investment is just huge. All right, guys, we're running out of time. So let's see what the final pour is. Let's get it poured. I don't know what I just did to my computer. That's not what I meant to do. I don't know. How do I make this stuff go away? There we go. It looks like Hibiki is the clear winner. And I'm not even making that up. Thank you, guys. 2 minutes, 43 votes, 42% for Hibiki. Awesome.
Okay.
That's the winner. I'm calling it.
Thank you for voting.
Thank you, CPU.
I really appreciate it. Wow.
We will try to get you guys out of here in time to watch Matt Madness.
I can't believe you get
glasses
over 100 viewers. I don't watch.
He doesn't watch our live streams. He's like, 100?
I'm like, 100? What?
All right. So this is Hibiki Harmony Blossom. This is one of the special releases of Hibiki Harmony that they do. You want to look at the book?
Yeah.
Kind of a cool little box there with it says Blossom Harmony on it. Get a close up of the bottle here. Blossom Harmony. Look at that. Pretty nice. Fresh crack.
Oh, we got to go to Japan, man. Fun fact, Jules and I have been to Japan. And
you weren't drinking a lot of whiskey, though, then.
We drank sake and orange water.
Together?
We couldn't afford a hotel, so we stayed at a
brothel
at the red light hotels.
Okay, I was right.
I just remember that was the only thing we could afford. Had a great time.
I love these bottles. I hate pouring out.
Shout out to our JR friends.
All right.
Oh.
Let's check real quick in with the chat. We got. Don't worry, you guys got 5 minutes, and we'll still try to do a recap. Drink the Fireball, says whiskeychannel.com.
Oh, yeah. I remember when we were pouring out the glitter, all the Fireball came out. Thank you.
So Matthew says that he had a random guest. This is at the store that totally sells wine. Stay curious as he was leaving, and I paused and stopped him in his tracks and asked him if he watched Curiosity Public, and he said, "Of course."
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to
dude.
that.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, let's get in on the nose. We're out of time here, guys.
Yeah, we got to get you to Matt Madness here.
Oh, that smells so nice.
It's so good. It is so good.
It's interesting because the Blender Select. Oh no, Masters. What's the one I have?
Masters.
Master Select. It highlights the barrel, like the oak. This really does highlight the floral component.
Oh man. Very nice. Oh, you know what it is? I'm thinking plum. I'm thinking that summer fruit, the stone fruits. The stone fruits are coming through.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh,
stone fruit. Oh,
yes,
man. That apricot, the peach. Dutch and I, before this, we were filming a couple things, and we cracked into the Centauri AO. Ow. Ow.
Very interesting, Graham.
Yeah. So we have some thoughts about that. So we do have something to compare it with, but boy, folks, man, if you guys, for our CPU, you could find this at Costco. I mean, they actually,
that's the only way to get it.
I bought this at Costco this year, but it's tricky. It's very tricky because they release it. Some Costcos are resorting to the whole, like, I'm going to hold it in the back type of thing again. It's like,
See, Dutch, this is the part of the video where you edit out Dillon. Anytime he's like, I
See?
got a story.
See, this is the problem.
I'm good at turning my brain off when he starts talking, so it's all good. So
Yeah, Dutch has been practicing. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dutch has been practicing for like 25 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Hang on, let me try.
Wow.
Oh man, I need a. Whoa.
Wow. Oh my goodness, the mouthfeel.
I was gonna say it's like drinking syrup.
It's
the consistency is amazing.
The velvet. It's so we were talking earlier about the Royal Salute 21, right? We were talking about that. We were helping our CPU talk about that a little bit. My hope for our CPU is to have the opportunity at some point to try an extremely well-aged Scotch, possibly blended, something like this. And, forget about the flavors, forget about that aroma for a second, and just really concentrate on that mouthfeel. I just want to share the brilliance of and the kind of transcendent experience of the mouthfeel that is just superb. A superb mouthfeel is something else. And this has it. This has it. And I kind of talked about the stone fruit, and it's there.
All right, there's a ton of great questions, and I want to get to them. And if you guys want to stick around as Matt Madness starts, we'll totally get to these questions
For sure.
But we only have a couple minutes, so in that couple minutes, I think we should go back and revisit our earlier pours, see if they've opened up, and then we'll get to some of your questions because I've been clicking on some of them as Dylan's been rambling. But
sorry, but that's why I'm here, right?
It is why you're here. I didn't stop you. All right, so back to the
Jules watching. Jules,
I don't know where he is, man.
I don't know where he is.
I went down to the cage. I mean, the basement. I mean, his house, and tried to wake him up, but he.
Oh.
So what is that? The Four Roses?
Wild turkey. Oh, Four Roses. I'm done.
You killed it. All right, let's go back to the wild turkey. Wild turkey 12, which was our first.
Opened up.
Night. Where's the bottle?
But the wood is still there. Jason W. Velvet.
Yeah.
Velveteen.
the velvet. But I want to, while this comment I have up here right now is from Believe in Peace, says there's a 16-year-old cheetah that was aged mostly in Sakura cask. Tried a dram of it in Tokyo. Like Sakura is like is that cherry?
Wait, why did Dutch jump, by the way, to this? We didn't even finish this. We didn't even finish talking about the Hibiki.
Because Matt Madness is about to start. I want to do our quick revisit.
We'll go back to the.
So if you guys want to leave,
because I wanted to talk about this versus a regular Hibiki. So
yeah, we'll come back to that. Yeah. We'll get to everything. Don't worry, we won't end the stream right at 6.
5:59.
Yeah, so we're about to. So any change of the Wild Turkey 12?
Yeah, the aroma opened up. It still has that hint of slightly over oaked aroma. The tannic component is a little bit more subdued. It's a little bit better now. It's not as jarring as the neck pour, or the initial neck pour flavor. Yeah, the aroma is really opening up. It's really opening up.
I don't get much of a change in the aroma. I thought the aroma was excellent from the beginning.
Oh, it's way better now.
I don't know that the palate changed much for me. Wasn't there a Kurosawa movie called Sakura? Or am I confusing that?
It's just a flower.
Right. But the guy like knocks them into the river to signal that like the people are coming. He knocks the cherry blossoms into the little river. You remember that? I don't remember which one that is.
I don't know, man. I just know Paul Revere.
Anyway, Wild Turkey 12, I think for the price you have to pay to get the re-imported bottles here, like around 200, not worth it. If you can get it for the 60-something bucks that it's listed at in foreign countries, go for it. Totally worth it at that price.
When Dutch and Dillon go to Japan, I'm going to order like 30 of these on Amazon.
And then the Four Roses, I'm going to have another sip of here.
I finished the Four Roses, so.
I didn't. Oh, that's my Wild Turkey. The Four Roses, revisiting this, the 2022 limited edition. Nose is amazing. It's oakier than I was expecting. It really is. The Four Roses. Still very delicious.
So I drank most of the Four Roses, but I kind of coated a trick that I use is I coat the glass like this. And then I want you to nose that.
It's good.
Oh man,
I love the nose.
I just love the
nose is amazing.
Sugar.
I feel like the whiskey needs to open up a little more. I mean, it's really old. If there's 20-year-old whiskey in here, I'm just blown away how it's not crazy over oaked.
So good. Do we have time to talk about the fatty esters?
We'll talk about everything. Let's do a quick little sign off for everybody that wants to go watch Matt Madness. It's started probably by now, and I encourage you guys to watch it. It's I'll probably watch the replay. Fantastic series over there from Matt, and I can't wait to see what happens tonight. If you want to stick around, please stick around. We'll chat a little bit longer and hang out for maybe another 20 minutes or so. But if you head over to Matt Madness, tell them that Curiosity Public sent you. Tell them Dutch and Dillon.
Dutch and Dillon show.
You don't need to tell them anything. Just go enjoy the show. But thank you guys that are sticking around here because we're going to keep going, at least for a little while here.
Yeah, we got to talk about Hibiki.
Right, I'm going to scroll up because we had so many awesome questions.
Go through the chat. We got to answer the chat.
I don't know where I was. My phone's blowing up over here. That's nothing important. Okay. Dram Chaser says, I see Hibiki Harmony for $500. That's the difference between the Hibiki Harmony and the standard Hibiki? I think you mean what's the difference between Hibiki Harmony and the standard Hibiki? Standard Hibiki is Hibiki Harmony, right? That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few different variations on it. The ones that I know of, obviously there's the age-stated ones, which are like impossible to find. But there used to be a 12-year, 17-year, 21-year.
Yeah.
We got the 17 and the 21 over there.
Just for.
Then there's I think there's like the Masters Select and the Blenders Select.
I don't know where the 21 went, but
I think it's in the other room.
Yeah, this is what this
is the 17.
Looks like.
That's 17. And these are really, really, really hard to find now. But
can get it at Costco.
Not the 17.
You can get it at Costco.
You can if you're very lucky.
They had it this year. They had the 17-year at Costco, the 21-year at Costco.
Incredible. If you ever come across that, I mean,
again, this goes back to like my rant about Victor's 25 being available at Bevmo. It was available at Bevmo near where I live. I mean, it never made it to the front, but they had it. So
this is really freaking good.
Okay, so come on, let's answer.
So Blossom is one of the other ones. So there's different varieties. The problem when you're buying them, it even happens in store because the bottles look very, very similar. There's just like whatever the text is here in the little box under where it says Hibiki, it can mean very different things. So Blossom is different, and I think it's just subtleties in flavor profile mostly. The Blender Select that I had recently was a little bit less fruity than this and a little bit more oaky, and I really, really liked that a lot. We are actually planning to do a Hibiki drink through. We'll hopefully enlighten all of us because I'm not super clear on all the distinctions. We just ordered the Distiller's Select, right?
Yeah. So
as soon as we get that bottle, we'll probably plan to do that drink through because we'll have the regular Hibiki Harmony that's available in most stores for around $70-$80. We'll have the Distiller's Select, the Master Select, the Blossom, the 17, and the 21, and we can kind of drink the progression, right?
Yeah, so this is finished in Sakura Blossom.
It is finished in Sakura. Yeah. Okay.
So,
or is it just use the wood from the cherry tree, or is it hold liqueur, or what? Like what's?
No, I think it's the casks.
So it's made of Sakura wood.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So I wonder how do we best describe so if our members can get the regular Hibiki, what's the difference? What are they missing out?
I see it as mostly like an intensity thing. So regular Hibiki Harmony covers a pretty wide scope of flavors.
Yeah.
I feel like Blossom focuses on the fruits. The Blender Select or the Master Select focused on the oak. I don't know what the Blender Select focuses on because we haven't had that one yet. And then the aged ones are just, I mean, they're just a different ballgame.
I don't. I mean,
and again, this is off memory, and that's why I really want to do this.
Let's talk about this. Sometimes I think of it as like a cake. The regular Hibiki is kind of the Hibiki Harmony is the cake, the base cake, and depending on what kind of frosting you put on, I mean, you still taste the cake, but then you get that another layer of flavor, another layer of sweetness that comes in. And when I think about the Blossom every year, I'm like, okay, I know the cake that I expect in Hibiki is going to come. Okay, I'm going to have it. But then on top of that, that frosting is going to be, it's going to include things like a little bit of that tart fruits. You get a little bit more of something beyond just the stone fruits. You get a little bit of that almost unripened fruits where you get that sweetness, the raw sweetness.
It's just like the subtle variations in flavor. But I'd almost say it's like you drink regular Jack Daniels and then you try all of the other Jack Daniels. It's like you can still taste that core flavor. True. It's a bad analogy, but it's kind of similar.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing that I like about the Harmony, and I have this one and I have the previous year one.
Of Blossom?
Yeah. That one had the really nice thing. But
the decorative bottle.
Yeah. But I just remember comparing the two and I thought, oh boy, the mouthfeel is very different as well. It's just, I think it might be barrel selection, it might be the age.
So free.
But the age component is a little bit more pronounced. Like I feel like this is a little bit more aged. It's a little bit more rounded, well-rounded.
There's some oak coming through.
And I say this because, we can get really technical about fatty esters and how it contributes to the mouthfeel. And it's just how much of that is extracted from the wood. And, I'm sure kind of, this is all maybe psychosomatic to some degree, but I almost want to sit there and think about that and focus on that sometimes when I think about, Royal Salute 21 versus the younger aged ones. And, this is where I nerd out about these kinds of things. I talk about the fatty esters. When I host tasting events, I talk about fatty esters quite a bit because I think that's important in the enjoyment. So, but anyway.
That's why people tune out and fall asleep.
That's why people left. That's why people left.
That's why everybody left to go watch Matt. I just want to see people drink whiskey, man.
Let's go.
Hey, Siama has a question. Had a comment about I believe about the craft distillers. He says they compete by pumping up their brand through paying Whiskey Tube and giving bottles to Instagram influencers. If you get your whiskey information on Instagram, you're doing it wrong. Okay.
I'm really bad at Instagram.
Tom says, can you take the super chat down so we can see? Sorry about that. I left that up for a while. It's covering up the bottles. My bad. Sorry, guys. This was a rush from start to finish. So,
well, now we don't have to rush.
Now we don't have to rush
because everybody can leave and we can start. I can start.
So Kenyon says this year's Blossom Harmony was only meant for Japan market, but some made it to the U.S. Interesting. I did not know that.
Amazing how it ended up at Costco.
I know. Bizarre.
I've purchased the Blossom at Costco every year, I think. It's always been Costco.
I've missed out on it every single time, I feel like.
But it's getting harder because everybody knows now. And so.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean,
Corey has the AO in the queue. Very curious about that one. Yeah, we cracked into that before the stream. And it's arguably one of the more interesting whiskeys I've ever tasted. I'm not going to say it's like one of the best whiskeys I've ever had, but it is extremely interesting. Certainly not bad, but I don't really know. You can't put it in a box. It's so hard to put that thing in a box. What's in the box?
Yeah, that's another segment. Hint, hint.
Yeah, Roy says, man, got to get this Hibiki Blossom. Sounds like the 21. Mouth feels pretty similar. The oak is different.
21's another level. Sorry.
Another level, yeah.
21's.
This is like a showcase.
You know why? Because 21 has the finish.
Yeah,
21 has the transcendent finish.
Well, we have this. Should we
with...
compare it with the 17 at least?
Sure.
Since
Let's
we
do
have
it.
it here.
Hey,
Let's grab this. Grab some
that's why I'm
glasses.
here.
So if you stick around, this is the kind of crazy shenanigans you see.
You know, Dutch said, "Oh, I was like gathering
just
all
two
these
glasses,
glasses,
dude.
right? I was getting all these glasses, and he's like,
This is true.
but those are too many glasses. We don't need those glasses." And I said, "Man,
He planned this all along.
I have, unfortunately, the gift of foresight. I'm like, what's his name? Elrond?
Elrond.
not the Hubbard. Cut that."
we can't cut anything on these. All right, I want to label so we don't lose track here.
Okay. So this is 17?
That's 17 here.
Yeah. We're at 17. Let's see.
Oh, crap. This is the 17,
You
right?
better figure it out. You can figure it out.
Yeah, that's the 17. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Wow.
It's completely different. But the Blossom is so much fruity, so much more fruit. The 17 is just like drinking like a well-aged scotch.
17 is just another one. I'm sorry, but
Wow.
I mean, it doesn't even come close.
Mm-mm.
But I think so. Let's be a little bit more
Wow.
concrete about
Hang
this.
on. I got to get to these comments,
Oh,
man.
sorry.
Hang on. Hold your thought.
Well, you can do that. 17, I feel like they have a purpose. I feel like the spectrum is a little bit more narrow.
Which ones?
The 17 year. I mean, again,
It's
17
just more
years to the
traditional.
blending,
It's
but
more
yeah,
traditional.
it's just kind of
Traditional,
laser
like Scotch.
focused. Yeah.
It's like a barley mash bill scotch.
This is a dance. This is a dance, right?
The Blossom is a highlight of the fruit.
This is Lord Nelson. Right.
I don't know what that means. Jason W says
Comment below.
the mouthfeel between that Hibiki and normal is night and day. I agree. The mouthfeel on actually both of these is excellent. But yeah,
Excellent.
The Blossom has a fantastic mouthfeel. WhiskeyChannel.com says the velvet, Dillon.
The velvet.
Oh wow, we are. Oh, Jules is working on the Discord.
Jules.
Tori Hanzo says Jules is definitely not working on the Discord. Okay. Scrolling here. Sorry, guys. This is from 6 p.m. Siyama's asking about what is Sakura and gets told what Sakura is, but I believe in peace, and then says my family is dishonored by my lack of knowledge on this. James Morgan says, no, I've seen Matt's format. It's fine. Stay on, Dutch. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Dillon really shows up for lives. Sounds like he's ready for a 12-hour marathon. Yeah, that's the other
I'm ready for the 12-hour.
Every time he's here for a live stream, if you watch our other ones with him, it's like, let's open this. Let's open that. Let's open this.
Dutch holds me back, I will say. We have a million bottles downstairs that need to be opened. And we can sit here. I mean, like, you got to think fourth dimensionally. Like, all these people can leave. It can be one or two people, but it'll be recorded, right? So you can come back and watch it, yeah.
Matthew says, have you all seen the new John Wick? I have not.
Not yet. I'm so excited.
I know, it's like your favorite franchise.
Yeah.
So I missed something, but Believe in Peace says, Siyama, bring them to Bar High Five or Aloha Whiskey Bar in Tokyo, and they will forget any dishonor in a heartbeat. Oh, about the family dishonoring. Got it. Is there a proof difference? Roy asks on the Hibiki. I think they're all, 93? 96? 93 of 83. 43%, 83 proof. Yes. I think they all are.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting thing, like an overproofed Hibiki. What would it be like?
Like a 101.
Yeah. I wonder what it goes into the barrel at. I wonder how high they go.
Can we go to Centauri? Ask them?
Let's go to Centauri and ask them. Okay. Let's see here. Bonkers. Open up that father and son. CP with special guest starring Mr. Dillon is better than Matt Madness. James Morgan says, I'm staying with Dutch and Dillon. They ain't even drunk yet.
I know. It's just nothing.
Get Dillon on the next Matt Madness. Yeah, I know. That would be fun. Peter B says, I'll hang on for a little while longer. I can pop into ADHD stream fashionably late. Yes. Roy also says CPU greater than madness. Siyama says, okay, so to get into the Hibiki more, I thought that the Hibiki was a blend of the Chita, Yamazaki, and Hokushu. Where do the 24 sources come from? I think that's just marketing stuff. It's probably just different barrels and ages and things like that, I would guess. But yeah, it's supposed to be the harmony of the 3 distilleries. That's really the focus, I think. But it is like, what, 24 facets or something?
Yeah. We appreciate the blending prowess, I think. I think that's what you pay for in a lot of the Japanese whiskeys. It's kind of like, and I'm not saying that other Scotch brands and things like that cannot do it. I think
it's just a different thing.
Yeah,
this is a different flavor profile.
I feel like Scotch gives me bold flavors, right? I want to be punched in the face, as you guys know, and Scotch gives me that. I don't get that in Japanese whiskey, but I also appreciate the mouthfeel and the blending prowess here. And I mean, Hibiki, the nice thing is that it they take the core 3 and they do something interesting with it. They might finish it in different things.
Hearing about that aged cheetah that Believe in Peace was saying exists, that when it aged like 16 years in Sakura boat, like what is that like?
I thought that was a long time ago.
I don't know, but I want to.
I know that they used to have it. I thought it was distillery only too.
It might be.
I remember, but I would love to go back to Suntory.
We gotta go
and go. First of all, give me your. I don't know. Give me everything.
Yeah.
I'll just drink from the beginning to the end. I'll start chewing on the grain. And go to the end.
So Vortex says, sometimes I wonder why I don't have a Costco membership. You gotta get
wait. Vortex.
You don't need it.
You don't need a Costco membership.
In certain states.
In California, anyway.
In California,
if you're in California, all you have to do is tell the person in the front, say, look, I am here to purchase liquor and liquor only. And sometimes they'll just say, okay, go. Or they'll give you a little paper that they sign off on, and you take that. And when you check out, you can check out. So
I've heard the same thing.
Yeah, you don't.
I do have a Costco membership, so I've never tried that.
Yeah.
But Believe in Peace says, can't believe the Hibiki 1721 was at Costco. Really sick of that black market dealing. It's weird. I don't know.
It's another level, folks.
Siyama says Costco in Texas doesn't sell liquor because we hate freedom. I mean, liquor should be like anybody should be able to buy liquor in Texas, I think, right? Isn't that
it's like the last state.
California.
I mean, it's the last state I would ever think.
I know.
To have that kind of weird, I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird restriction.
Cowabunga says what we just said. You don't need a membership to buy alcohol in California. Joe says Costco in Florida doesn't get anything. I think it's just in Cali where they actually get stuff you want. There's actually a Reddit forum all on like Costco alcohol, and it is interesting to see the spread of like what different places get. And California does get, I'd say, a wider variety, but not always like the most desirable things. Like some people in other states get some pretty awesome.
Yeah, like Pappy's. Yeah. They'll just have Pappy's out there. I am slowly. I don't know if I am, but I'm slowly digging into the spirits manager at my local Costco, because every time I see him, I go, "Hey, what do you think about bringing in a little bit of the arete extra añejo again? Because they used to have it. So can you bring in some of that again?"
And I will say, I just got a new bottle of that, and the new batch is incredibly good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been trying to get them to.
Here's a question: how much was Costco selling the Hibikis for? Do you remember the aged ones?
The 17-year? I think it was like $3.99.
It was that low?
Yeah, it was pretty low. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. It went fast. I think I know at least 3 of the Costcos near me got it, and they only got one, like 6 bottles. So I didn't,
So Hattori Hanzo says Long Branch is the most exotic bottle at the South Carolina Costco.
Well, maybe we should go to South Carolina and like do some filming. We were in North Carolina.
We were a long time ago.
Before the pandemic.
Let's see here. So Roy says, what's the difference between the Blossom and 21 in taste? Well, I mean, just compared to the 17, it's just like there's so much more fruit in the Blossom to me. Like having them side by side, I get so much fruit in the Blossom. And then right after that, having the 17.
17 is laser focused, I feel like.
Much less fruit, more barrel, richer flavors, darker sweets, caramelized sweets, narrower,
Yeah.
but deeper. The flavors are all deeper.
Rich.
The finish is longer, richer.
Finish is longer. Mouthfeel is great. Again, velvet.
It's an amazing mouthfeel, both of them.
Yeah.
Believe in Peace says, comparing Hibiki Harmony and Master Select, I feel like there's more sherry incorporated into the Master Select. Haven't cracked open Blossom yet. I keep mixing up Master Select and Blender Select.
Which one did we just buy today?
The one I don't have, I need to look it up too, because we got the...
This is what Dutch and I basically sit around say, what do
we have?
What do we have? What are we getting?
Blender's Choice is the one we ordered. So I have the Master Select. Yeah, I would agree with that assessment then. Because the Master Select, is it more sherry? Yeah, I feel like it's aged. I feel like it's older stock in there too. It tasted older. The flavors were a little bit deeper across the board. But the spectrum was kind of similar. So I think it's really good. And if you get it in duty free, it's like 60, 70 bucks. So it's Master Select, I think, is a no-brainer for me. If you like regular Hibiki Harmony, I think. Whiskey 101 with Professor Dillon. And Tom says, have you guys done an Añejo blind taste test yet? I've seen your Blanco and Rep. Would love to see it. If you do it with Excelencia, Tears, Fortaleza. That would be for an extra with Excelencia, right? And Tears. So we've done a regular Añejo, and it is probably going to be out next week. I just finished the edit. You saw it, didn't you? You said it was good to go.
Yeah, you just hurry up and release it.
That should be out next week. That's the regular Añejo, so it's the same 5 brands that we had. And then we're probably going to film an extra Añejo one.
Yeah,
and we might sub in Excelencia for Fortaleza.
I mean, remember, this is like my external memory bank. Right? I need to watch this to remember. Like say, no to self. I'm gonna have like secret codes, like no to self. Buy an extra bottle. But yeah, I think extra añejo is definitely needed here.
Scrolling. We should have done a Curiosity Public Matt Madness viewing party. We all drink and win. Yeah, that's a good idea. Jason says, would love a Hibiki drink through. I would too. Still learning, me too. I mean, that's why I want to do that, because I think it would be a lot of fun. Bourbon Wrench is here. Why aren't you watching Matt Madness, Trev? Hello, I'm drunk, but you can call me Betty. Evil Betty. One of these days, we'll get the Kung Pao watch party together. We keep talking about it.
Do it again. Okay, go ahead.
And now we know David at Shelf Service is a fan as well. What?
I think Siyama wants me to open up the Old Forester Rye. And wait, who else wanted the Long Roll Red 15-year? I want to open these up. Actually, I had this one. I don't know why this one's not open. I must have 2. I don't remember.
Siyama says there's a website where you can actually check every liquor law by state for Costco. So find that site and find out if you need a membership to buy liquor at your Costco.
CPU, funny story. I found this Kragenmoor, this Hunter and Lang Kragenmoor 25-year. And I don't recall how I got this bottle. I don't recall at all. I was trying to remember. Dutch and I were filming and we're like, where did this come from? But I'm hoping we can open it because I want to try all these things. It just comes out of nowhere. The mysterious boxes. So wait, so your lives are what, 5 hours? So we got another 3.5 hours.
Oh man.
How could there be 96 people watching this,
I don't know,
folks? I
don't know. We're so off the rails that there was a good comment here though. Now you made me lose track of what I was doing. Here. Jason W. got an old Rip Van Winkle from Costco for 79 bucks. There was another question. I think I missed it.
Awesome.
Somebody, I think it was Vortex, was asking was asking about like, do you have to show up early or something to get them?
Oh yeah. So
Oh, here. When you find stuff at Costco, do you have to go early in the morning? I remember a friend of mine found Bland's there a few years ago. There were 3 left, and they were gone by the time he left.
it's purely luck. I mean, it's pure luck.
Yeah.
So I got the.
Well, you can kind of sometimes you'll know certain days they tend to release stuff.
Yeah, and it's not early in the morning sometimes.
true.
Although
Sometimes it is.
the Hibikis was like on a Tuesday, some random day, and there was a line though already. There was a line forming outside.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was.
I can't deal with lines.
The Costco opens at 9 a.m. People were this guy, man, he doesn't want to hang.
I won't
He doesn't like
if
the
there's
people.
5 people at Costco, I will get
He's
back
like,
in my
"Ooh."
car. I'll go back home and wait.
It's like Jeeves, let me get in my Bentley with the suicide door. That's what he does. Or a Rolls Royce Phantom.
But the other thing though is, I even like the color.
I even like the color. You'll have tanks.
Thanks.
Tanks.
Yeah, but I also have like people who go to Costco in my neighborhood that I know. You know, Jeff.
Yeah.
And he'll take a picture if there's something.
Oh
in
man.
there.
So last year.
And I'll be like, yes, buy me that now.
One story last year, Yamazaki 12, 99.99, and it was still in the pallet. Okay, it was wrapped in that thick plastic. People started ripping the plastic off, and it was a frenzy. And like one person started doing it, second person started doing it, third person started doing it, and I'm standing there. I'm like,
yeah, whatever. You were the first person leading
it's like,
the
what
mob.
is happening? Keep going. What is happening? Keep going. And then, boink. But yeah, sometimes it happens like that too.
I think it's mostly luck. It's consistency.
It's a
That's
lot
why I
of
would say,
luck,
like, if you go, like, I live very close to a Costco, and for a while I was trying to go like once or twice a week, and I just walk in, take a look, walk out.
Yeah, I think you have to go certain times. It's a little difficult most of the time. I mean, like it's on a bad time. Like somebody,
Yeah, you got to realize that there's people that somehow know
They're gonna
they've
live
got
life.
insider info,
Yeah.
and you can't spend your whole life searching for whiskey. And you can, you'll still probably have a lot of fun, but sometimes you got other stuff to do. Jack W says, not too experienced with Japanese whiskey yet, but have been enjoying Nika Pure Malt after seeing it in your drink through. Prefer it to the regular Hibiki Harmony, and definitely a better value than Yamazaki 12.
I love it. I love hearing that because
Yeah.
we're doing our job.
I like the Pure Malt.
We're trying to open up all our folks in our CPU to enjoy everything with us. Life is short. Let's enjoy it.
Yeah, I would. I guess so.
Except Dutch doesn't like lines. He doesn't like people.
I don't like people.
Jeeves.
Brian Egan says, cheers, CPU, drinking some Sam Houston 15. Good choice.
Nice.
Siyama says, Dillon, can you open up that Old Forester BS rye? I want to know if it's a hot mess like the bourbons. We were talking about that earlier as well.
We're just talking about the bourbon.
Are we going to do one more crack? We can do one more. You got to pick which one. We'll let Dillon pick the final crack, since he's an esteemed guest here tonight.
Long row, 15-year Pinot.
You have to choose wisely. Siyama
All right, you know what?
Siyama asked nicely.
We got to crack this one open. The reason why I want to open this one over the long row is because I want Dutch to try it.
And it's actually a good bottle to end on. It's good to end on a rye, I feel like. Because
let's end with a rye. So I got this at retail. It was just sitting there at Venmo. Nobody bought it.
Is this a store pick? It's a single barrel, but like it doesn't actually have like the store on it. Because like the bourbons say which store. Isn't that weird?
What?
The bourbons? I've got one of the bourbons over here. See, like it says single barrel strength, and then it has like the name of the bar or the store.
Mine just says distiller's pick.
That the one doesn't. I'm saying the rye doesn't say anything. Do you guys know if some of the ryes have like the store name on it or not? Is this an anomaly? No, nobody cares. Dillon doesn't care. Okay. Oh, here's somebody. Oh wow. They only do it for the Old Forester bourbon. Okay. Thank you. There are no Old Forester
CPU. I'm gonna try to convince Dutch
rye
to
store
open
picks.
the long row too. So, because you know why, Jules, look, I've known Jules and Dutch.
The same amount.
Oh yeah, same amount of time.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I can't say it as like. I know them pretty well. You know,
This is true.
you know,
But we also know you pretty well.
yeah, and you know, I don't like their you know, let's give up attitude. I wanna go all the way to the end of time. So I want to open this. Oh wow, are you nosing this?
Not yet. I'm checking in with the CPU here.
Okay,
So Matt,
yeah, answer some
Matthew has a
questions.
great comment here. I finally caught up with the podcast, and the brain rot was immense, but I loved every minute, especially Dillon's vendetta against DoorDash.
Oh yeah, DoorDash is trash. They are holding $291 of my money hostage. I got a gift certificate, and I wanted to use it to purchase a Macallan 18 year. Okay. Now, I never purchased anything from DoorDash before. I was like, oh, I got $291. Let's get a Macallan 18. Completely just, I don't know. That company, I don't know what's going on.
Matthew says Dillon is 100% the chef in the menu.
I agree.
And Siyama says, Matthew, no, he's 100% the critic. See? That's what I said.
And Dutch is John Leguizamo.
And Jules is the mom.
No,
The mom
Jules is the
drinking
mom.
wine.
Yeah. Cheers.
I don't know. I'm just here to drink.
But first of all, cheers to our CPU, by the way.
Thank you guys for hanging out.
Yes, for hanging out. I hope you guys are enjoying all the stuff that you wrote, all of the
gold.
dram and the spirit.
Gold.
Yeah, it's really, you guys are enjoying
Larkin
your Friday night.
Says, I'm late again. What did I miss? Not much, if I'm honest. Oh my gosh, this nose is really nice.
It's great.
Really fruity.
Great.
I actually like the regular Old Forester rye a lot.
It's great.
But isn't it a barely rye? Isn't it like a 51%?
I mean, the grain is still there.
It's really good.
But it's good.
It's really good.
It's good. For the price, would I pay secondary? Absolutely not.
What is the price?
I think I got it for $60.
Yeah, $60. This is great.
So for the price, fantastic. I would not pay secondary price, by the way, because you can get plenty of really good rye out there.
It is Warehouse K, Jason.
Yeah. So, but it is good. I think I would prefer this over the regular Old Forester rye, the $20 rye, because it just gives you.
See,
it gives you
let me
breadth.
rant, though. Like, do a blend. Do a blend. It's 130 proof rye. Like, give us a high proof rye blend.
120.
120 rye blend. The regular rye is what, like a 90 or 100. What is it?
Old Forester, if you're watching.
Rye blend, high proof rye blend, cask strength rye blend.
Cask strength rye blend. I would love for you to make sure that you blend out the medicinal. You can have a hint of the grain, but I'd love some of that finish, that fruity finish.
Jay Skaggs says, I'm not a fan of the Old Forester bourbons at all, but the rye is good. Like, do you mean the picks or just like in general? Because the picks, I agree, they're kind of a mess. Somebody commented on that earlier, but I've found myself actually enjoying sipping on them as more of a background bourbon with like a little piece of ice. Mellows it out. The rough edges kind of calm down a bit. So,
by the way, I took one of those bottles to Dr. Auju's.
Oh, it's barbecue?
Yeah.
And did it go over well?
Well, I had to leave, but I gave him the bottle, and the bottle was right there. And I don't want to be
a jerk.
Jeez, right? I'm not going to be pretentious here, but I would just say it's probably the best bottle on there.
Okay, but he has a lot of good tequila.
Yeah, but that was in the back, and I went, and again, thank you, Dr. Auju, for what is it, 345?
Yeah, how was that?
Really good. Really good. It was like drinking syrup.
Wow.
Yeah, syrup.
But not artificial,
agave
right?
syrup.
Yeah,
but it's really great. It's really great.
Okay. Scrolling here. What warehouse? We answered that. Who cares what's poured? It's Good Friday. Be courageous and prideful. Believe in Peace says Dillon live streams are the best.
Yeah, we got 3 hours left.
Oh my god.
Let's keep going.
Is Dillon's vendetta against Shake Shack over? Godzilla. Good.
Not Shake Shack. It's what is it called?
With the
Five Guys.
Oh, with the milkshake. That's
yeah,
right.
Five Guys. You still have my money for my milkshakes, and DoorDash is trash. Could have been. DoorDash Dillon, Triple D.
Hattori Hansa says the menu gets better on multiple viewings. Triangle of Sadness is pretty good too. I want to see that. Is that the one on the ship, the cruise ship thing? Or am I thinking of something else?
You mean 1899?
No. The movie. So Woody Harrelson and like they're like on a little like a yacht or something, and like it gets stranded or something, and like it's all about the interaction between like the really rich people on the yacht and the crew.
we'll watch it tomorrow morning because Dutch and I have this like ritual, right? So we're waiting for Jules to show up
because we're filming tomorrow. By the way,
So we're waiting for Jules to show up. So we're like, hey, let's watch a really terrible movie. Or
no, you gotta watch Avengement. You gotta see Avengement.
We watched the Wesley Snipes movie last time that I've never heard
Marshall
of.
Or something like that.
Oh man, yeah. It was, but we love it. So we love it. I mean, this is something that we do. So,
does Old Forester Rye taste like bananas at that proof? I never thought it. Gosh, power suggestion. Now I smell bananas.
I don't really get bananas.
I don't really get banana either. I wasn't thinking banana before you said it.
Boy, I wish I could taste the proof though.
I can taste the proof.
It's 131.
It's not that bad.
131.5. Oh yeah. Another anecdote. I can go on forever, but one anecdote. Yes. So I gave a gift. I gave a Woodford Master selection to a workplace adjacent individual.
Which one?
The 118. And it almost like
the cast strength.
The cast strength. Not the special release, but the 118. And I looked at it and it was like, oh my gosh, this is so high proof. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, I am so out of touch. Because I thought he was gonna say, oh, this is too low, 118. But he's just like struggling with it. But it's delicious. Delicious.
That's a great bottle, man. I wish I had more of that one. I really.
Do you want another one? I haven't.
How many do you got in the vault? Here's a good comment from DeWalt. It says, got to try Siete Leguas Decades at an event. Great flavor. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I just felt like it was really overpriced, personally.
Was it 200?
It was a lot. I think I got like 170 or something like that. I don't know. I liked it fine, but I felt like the G4 Madeira is the one that really hit the nail on the head. Price point, availability, and flavor just knocked it out of the park. And the Siete Leguas did not meet that. The Ocho Widow Jane did not meet that for me. So of the recent special release tequilas, G4 Madeira for me by far. Actually.
G4 Madeira, man,
so freaking good.
So
and they did announce it's coming again next year, so I'm excited about that.
Dutch sent me a fake message on April Fool's.
The G4.
Yeah, the G4.
Yeah, the best
additives. G4 additives.
G4 Cristalino.
Oh, Cristalino, right. G4 Cristalino, and as you know, people who deceive, they burn in the 8th level of hell, according to Dante, right?
Yeah.
So I don't do that thing.
No. Yeah, they're the worst.
8th level.
Right.
It's where Ulysses / Odysseus is. They hang
Deceivers?
out. Uh-huh.
No, I thought that the worst were betrayers, and it was
all right,
Brutus, and it was a contemporary of
lit majors
of Dante.
Humanities majors there, I think.
It was
8th
Brutus.
level. Wait, 8th level.
Brutus, and one of Dante's contemporaries that he wanted to like
betrayal, right?
Yeah,
but that's 9th. Is it 9th?
That's 9th.
Yeah, 8th is deception.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
So Dutch right here, 8th level. 8th level.
Okay, see, I'm making me click on a comment that says "open the long row" because I have not been clicking on any of the comments that said it. So,
you know what? I'm gonna override Dutch. Dutch thinks he's the master of this domain or whatever.
I just have the laptop.
Who cares? All right, guys. I know I know we're enjoying the Old Forester. Yes, this is my bottle. But I wanted us to open it together with our CPU here.
And thank you guys for hanging out. There's
Yeah,
still,
I mean, yeah, you guys didn't need to hang out.
107 of you guys still in chat. Amazing.
But, yeah, we got 3 hours to go.
Maybe we got to do Friday night. 9th level of hell. This is Good Friday. God's trying to tell you something.
Hey, you know, God and I have a good relationship.
Sure.
We have a truce. All right, let's rock and roll.
Dillon, I can go on forever. The most obvious thing ever said.
Siyama's, by the way, he did a super chat. Siyama.
Yeah, I know. Thank you for
Siyama,
that. I appreciate that.
Too generous. Love Siyama's message about the Texas lines.
That was great.
It was.
That was awesome.
It was so good. It was like I don't know what it was. Maybe it was putting Dutch in his place. Maybe that was the part. Like Dutch is all like poo-pooing. I don't like to stand in line with the people.
I stand by everything I say.
Let me drive around in my Bentley.
I stand by it. Do you want to label it?
Oh yeah.
I can't. I mean, I could probably tell the difference on the smell, but.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Long row, red, 15-year.
All right.
This is the Pinot cask matured. Okay.
Matthew, our buddy from the store that totally sells wine, says, even though Barrel Seagrass is considered one of the bottles we are supposed to sell, I laugh every time I talk about it and simply say it tastes like apricot in a Dillon fashion and move on. Got it. And then somebody later commented, or a Vegas bathroom. Yeah, Javier knows
totally.
Cosmopolitan's air fresheners. And didn't we also notice it at Resorts World?
Yes.
I think it was there too.
Yeah, when we were doing our filming.
When Jules died.
Yeah, when Jules died.
By the way, that was not a setup or anything.
Yeah, it was not.
He legit
it was so bad.
Was like so sick. I'm like, dude, come on, you can power through and get through like one more casino. And he's like, no. He's like, I'm done.
Vortex 1988. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Love the support.
Super chat? Oh, there we go.
Really appreciate it. Too generous.
Siyama is correct.
Oh, too generous. All right, let's do the aroma.
In peace with another one. Kraganmore 25.
Where is it here?
Oh man. Thank you guys for the super chats. Appreciate that. Hattori Hanzo says CP should do a holiday live stream. Should do holiday live streams as the heathens that we are. Probably.
All right. Okay. Let's do the long row.
So this is awesome. So there was a comment about Billy Blanks and about
Billy Blanks.
Wesley Snipes. So I got Hattori says Wesley Snipes makes an awesomely funny cameo as Blade in What We Do in the Shadows. In the show or in the movie? Is he in the movie? I've seen the movie and I don't remember that. But if it happens, now I got to go rewatch the damn movie. Although, is that before or after the tax evasion? And then there was a comment.
Oh man.
Oh, Billy Banks. I thought this was a comment about Billy Blanks. Do you guys know who Billy Blanks is?
Well, Billy Banks had the
Tybo?
Tybo was
Billy
that
Blanks.
Blanks?
That's Blanks.
Yeah, I was thinking Tybo.
Javier Acosta says, speaking of Texas whiskey, Corey, saw Billy Banks bourbon today on a shelf, aged more than 1 year, written on the back.
Dutch would not let me buy. What was that one at the drugstore?
Oh, I know. I have a picture of it. Or no, you took a video of it, I thought. Or did I?
I don't know what it was. We did a video of it.
Yeah, we were supposed to do a short, but Oh, I got to find that now, man. That's going to bug me. It was like some random brand that I'd never heard of.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's peaty, dude.
I'm struggling to. Oh. Are you getting like almost like I gotta pause for a second here.
I gotta try
this long row is
wow.
So chat, I'm getting a savory component, very pleasant savory component that is popping out at me after trying all of these things. Variation, the permutation of sweetness and fruits. This long row is giving me a level of savory.
Very savory.
Like, I hate using that term umami, but like that kind of intangible, earthy component, almost bready. It's like a savory grape.
A lot of peat. I don't know that I like the Pinot. This is a Pinot Noir cask material. I think I prefer the
Hmm.
The non-Pinot.
Hmm.
I don't know, man.
Chat. Anybody try this Long Row Red 15 Pinot? If you can share your review or little comment on what you found. I'm curious what you guys think about this. If you tried it, because I'm getting a bread component. There's a yeasty grain.
It's very like the soil comes through in this, you know.
I'm enjoying the almost like the bakery. I'm walking through a bakery. I'm getting a little bit of that smoke.
There's something the wine is just hitting me. The wine finish is just.
I can see that.
At the end of the day, it's not
the finish. It's the Pinot finish.
Feels academic to me. If I had to say it.
I think what Pinot does here is that Pinot sometimes can mask things that you don't want it to mask, right? So Long Row, when the stone fruit is trying to break out, perhaps the acidic component of the Pinot is blocking.
Look at this. Yama says we should consider doing a live stream with the butcher. I have a picture of the butcher. I just saw him last week. I should have put this on Instagram. But he brought the boss hog. See, I'm not lying. You can't even see. That's the butcher in the background. Look at that. See? He's back there. And he brought the boss hog 9 for me to try, which was
Ben. Whew. Are you watching this show?
Ben's not watching. He's got better things to do.
Come on the show. I'll give it 100.
Prez says, have you guys spoke about how you guys met? And even if you did, can you give us a brief story? We all met our freshman year of college.
First day.
We were roommates.
Roommates right here.
Jules was like next door to us.
I literally,
same suite.
Okay, I wrote in my kind of profile, I said, please do not connect me with a devil worshipping, what is it? The death metal heathen. And then, of course, right here. And I'm like, are you serious? You're listening to, what is this?
Not Barbie Girl, that's for sure. And that's all he listened to freshman year.
Mega Death? Really? Oh, but yes. I will say, his brother came and set up my computer.
He did set up. Yeah, he was tech support
before
we knew Jules. He was tech support.
I know. He was super excited because we had like T1 connection, and we're like, oh my god.
Yeah, we had good connection. So yeah, we met 25 years ago, our freshman year of college. 25 years ago. And many years later, we are still hanging out for some reason. It doesn't make any sense.
What happened?
All right. Some good comments. Let me catch up here a bit. Peter B says, love the Still Austin. Keep hearing great things about the rye. I almost bought a bottle of Still Austin the other day. I need to just try it.
Yeah. I sometimes buy it just for the academics.
Yeah. Oscar says the Cosmo Vegas barrel proof whiskey.
Wait, did we say believe in peace? Thank you.
Yes, okay. I did click on that earlier. Sorry.
So believe in peace. Thank you
for the second super chat.
Too generous.
Extremely awesome. Not missing much on ADHD, says Kaboomerang Finch. Other than Matt silently going crazy as 4 others talk over each other.
Well, you can watch us go insane.
Go crazy. Oh man. Oh, the TV show Hattori Hanzo. So it was not the movie that Wesley Snipes guested in. Okay, good to know.
Vortex 1980.
Hail Satan.
That's for him right here. Throwing out the double signs and stuff.
Age more than 1 year, Jules. Siyama says, okay, I hate to say this, but Dillon really does make these live streams. He is an instigator, whereas Jules just goes with the floor. They need to instigate. I agree. That's why it's the 3 of us for a majority of the content.
Yeah, but you get something different. I mean, like the perspectives are important, right? Because most of the time when I talk with my family, they all are in sync with Jules. Like Jules, if he says like, oh, I like this, they like it. If they don't like it, they don't like it. And I could sit there and like until I'm blue in the face going like, well, academically, we're talking about like these ratios of fatty esters being extracted from the word, like whatever. Jules was right. This is good or not. And so that's very, very helpful. For people who want it straightforward, listen to Jules.
The people.
The
He's the
people.
voice of the people.
Yeah, it
and
is.
then you've got the two extremes. And
Yeah,
that's why
the
we're
extremes.
on either side of Jules in the middle. He's the balance of
I mean,
the force.
I'm sitting there enjoying like that funky, smelly Kregeliki and enjoying it, right? And other people are like, Jules will be like, this stinks like garbage. And like he will say, no, we're not drinking this.
Billy Blanks is a regional manager, sales manager for DoorDash.
DoorDash is trash. Where's my money?
Oh, God.
$291, man.
Dutch for eyeliner and asked everyone to call him Dakar Noir.
Oh, man. Dutch. I could tell you stories. I can tell you stories about. So I was.
But I know as many stories about you.
Yeah.
as you know about me.
I've been roommates with.
You've been
Dutch
roommates with
and Jules.
yeah. I was never actually in the same room as
Yeah,
Jules. We were
and
neighbors.
Jules. Oh boy. I mean, his OCPD.
OCD.
What?
OCPD.
Obsessive compulsive personality disorder.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going with OCD.
OCD is Axis 1.
Whatever.
OCPD. Oh, we don't use Axis anymore.
It's called ADHD. No, not ADHD. It's OCD. Let's just say OCD.
Yeah, ADHD is thrown out too much.
Yeah, I agree. No, he's not ADHD. He's just like he's OCD, OCPD, whatever you want to call it. Because he's a clean freak.
I'm probably on spectrum.
I think we all are. But the thing is, you and I have the same kind of cleanliness standards, I think. Whereas Jules,
the lack of
Jules has like obsessive. We would go into his room and like move things on his desk just like a few degrees, and he would come back and just get so mad.
We would do that every day. We would just like move his keyboard like this. He cleans his keyboard every day, folks. CPU. Like, I want to know in the chat. Okay, in the chat, true. I want to know if somebody in chat cleans their computer keyboard. First of all, PC Master Race. But do you clean your keyboard every day? I don't. I
almost never.
Jules
I mean, it's like
cleans
until
it.
I see this.
And then
dust
he
coming
puts
out.
and then he puts a cover. He puts a cover on the keyboard every day. When he walks away, he can go to the bathroom. He'll put a cover. Drives me insane.
Oh man, that's me. Now he's not here to stand up for himself. So
yeah, that's true. That's okay.
All right, Matthew says, any recommendations for other weeded bourbons? I have the 107, and it's actually one of the few that I've tried. Crazy in retrospect. Well, that's one of the best.
I love Weller 107. I love Weller 107.
I do too. It's fantastic.
I mean, I have a good stock.
You have a lot,
admittedly, but I haven't been going through it like crazy like before. Like back in the day, probably about 10 years ago, I had a lot of Weller 107 not because I'm hoarding it or anything, because I enjoyed it every single day. It was just kind of like a little bit of Weller 107, and then now it's insane. You can't get anything. So I think it's a standard. I would say if you like weeded, you got to think makers. Okay, you got to do makers.
Yeah. Even standard makers.
I mean, even just standard makers. But I know it's it's like poo-pooed because it's so readily available.
It's excellent.
But think about Maker's cask, Maker's 46 cask, Maker's cask strength.
Oh, look, Octomore just dropped on KL, by the way.
Octomore what?
Octomore.
Which version?
What is this?
Wait, what's that one?
I don't know what any of these are. Octomore 10-year-old dram pools. It's a single cask.
It's a independent bottler. No, wasting time here. Okay.
Yeah, I just got bored with you talking. So, okay. So, other weeders. Larceny Barrel Proof I would try.
So recently everybody's been like,
it's gotten better,
going crazy with the C922. It's right now in California. Like you can see, it's like trickling it.
I saw the A123 and I was like,
C922. I think everybody really enjoyed.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I've always kind of liked that one though.
But I think
Makers,
you don't even have to choose.
Makers 46. If you can still find Makers 46 cask, that one is really nice.
Makers 46 cask.
Mackenzie bottled in bond, another sleeper. It's
a
little younger.
Careful, though. You have to be careful now. You have to be careful.
It's different.
So
younger.
I still have a bottle that Dutch gifted me. I remember everything, right? And that was
old ones.
The old one. Yeah. Phenomenal. The newer ones,
not as good. I've heard that, and I haven't compared it. I need to.
So I can't recommend it, but I would say, for consistency's sake, Maker's 46 cask. I think you'll really enjoy.
Which doesn't exist
Yeah.
anymore, but you can still find
I mean,
it.
it says limited edition, and it's not on the and if you listen to our podcast, we warned people already
We did.
because it was like months and months ago.
And
it's
I did
no
buy
longer on the
back up,
website.
yeah.
So, yeah.
What else on Weeders? 4-grain stuff kind of has some of that Weeder component, but not
No.
really. Yeah, I mean that's as far as like good ones I would reach for. That's pretty much it.
I mean, like people are talking about Old Granddad 115, right?
114.
114.
That's not a Weeder.
Old Granddad?
No, it's high rye.
Oh wait, what am I thinking then? Old Fitz. Old Fitz.
Oh, Old Fitz.
Sorry.
I've tried 4 of those, and I've thought they were all duds. So if by some magical way, like I've happened to try all the duds, maybe it's okay. But
nope. I had Old Fitz 17, 15, 14, 12, 11,
9.
I have the 8. No, 9. It's just the 9. Last one. All not that great.
They're all duds, as far as I'm concerned.
If you guys live near the West Coast, California, Nevada, Cut. Was it Wolfgang Puck's restaurant? Cut.
Yeah.
The bar.
It's a great bar.
Has Old Fitz. Last I checked, they had the 14.
The one at Venetian?
Venetian.
Oh, wow.
If you want to try Old Fitz,
And
I would recommend trying just a glass there before like trying to hunt for it.
They also have Smoke Wagon Rare and Limiteds on the shelf. They have a great bar.
Yeah, there's a great bar.
I had a Springbank single barrel, something like a 20-year-old one there.
Nice.
It's just like priced completely reasonably. Okay, let's see what else we got.
Wait,
here.
so what's your take on the long roll before we open the Krakenmore?
I liked the non-age dated a lot. I thought the flavor profile was great. This is really good. It's really robust. As it's opening up, it's getting better, but there's something in the wine component that I'm not.
So my takeaway is, if you don't like the Pinot finish, right? Because there are scotches and whiskeys that are finished in wine barrels. If you don't like that finish, this is not for you. Okay.
I don't know that I love that finish, so
that's
my problem.
What I like about the long row is the savory component. It brings in the peat. The sweetness is just right. The balance is really good. You get that Springbank little juicy stone fruit, the ripe fruit and jam there. So I don't think you'll be disappointed unless you're really averse to the Pinot finish. So that's my take. Obviously, right here, he's not a big fan of wines.
I like wine, okay. I just don't necessarily like it with my whiskey.
Yeah. So
that's our take. If you're gonna open the last one, do it.
Let's do it.
Let's get this done. We gotta go eat dinner, man. Come on.
Dinner? What? Okay, hold on. Let's go. See, look at that.
You already got glasses, I thought.
We gotta get more glasses here.
Jeez, we've gone through so many glasses tonight. Some good comments here as he does this. Peter B says, new distillery, Wyoming. They do weeded bourbon. Nancy Fraley involved with them. Nancy the Nose, who hates us, right? Because we crapped on something at one point.
I know.
To her credit, she engages with the Whiskey Tube community like nobody else. She'll comment. She'll go on live streams. So, and somebody that loves whiskey. I don't have anything negative to say. I think there was like I think it was when we reviewed Joseph Magnus on Bourbon Guild.
Right.
And we didn't hate it, but we didn't.
It was okay.
Rave, and she posted comments like I think correcting us on stuff more than anything else.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you. It was I think Believe in Peace, right? Where's Believe in Peace? Let me make sure. Lots of DoorDash is trash.
Yeah.
Where's my
Peace says, hope we get more rum reviews.
Thank you, Believe in Peace.
I do too.
Because you put Dutch over the edge because he's like, oh my gosh. Super chat? Come on. We gotta
I know when Dillon's in the zone and when I can't fight with it, I just have to give in. So
all right, let's try this Krakenmore.
See what Dillon did there. He asked a question before stating their next action. Get your final thoughts on this before I open the Krakenmore. Actually, this is the one I wanted to try.
Okay, let's try it.
All right.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, see, now this I like.
That's nice. Cheers, man. That's
this
nice.
I like. Oh my God. That is so rich. I mean, it's 25 years old. What did you pay for this thing, dude? Sherry butt, 57%. Let's show this bottle.
Yeah, let's show the bottle. Move away.
Old and rare single malt Kraganmore 25. What's going on Matt Madness? Guys, give us an update. Who's winning? This is like the Bourbon Junkies are on. Why is anybody watching us while that's going on? And thank you guys for hanging out. I question your intentions,
I know.
but then I thank you as well.
Mm.
That's so nice, dude. That nose. Is it ready to go into at 25 years?
No, it's got to open up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it sit. I'm gonna check in with the chat because everybody's got questions.
Go through the chat. Yeah.
Wilderness Trail does a good Baldwin Bond wheated bourbon. I didn't love it. It wasn't bad. I think it was just the price got to me. And I remember it being a bit grainy. I think this is a 6-year, right? I need to try it again. So that's a good one for me to revisit, I think. Okay. A masterclass in manipulation. No, I was fully aware of what was going on, but I gave in anyway.
What? I did not manipulate.
CP,
I just think of myself as a...
CP is greater than the Bourbon Junkies. At one point in time, the Bourbon Guild was far outpacing the Bourbon Junkies.
Yeah. But again, we're looking for...
We're thinking fourth dimension.
Yeah, we're thinking fourth dimensionally. We're looking for a unique slice of the community.
Right. Because we do this for us.
And again, the idea is life is short. For me, it's about experience, right? It doesn't have to be expensive per se, although I will admit, we're diving into sometimes very expensive stuff. But my hope is we can together as a community share in the exploration and try to break things down. I mean, like I said, we talked about how our Ultimate Spirits competition is the journey, right? From beginning to end. Yeah, like we're trying to share with you the journey that I go through. Hopefully Jules, maybe not Jules, but Dutch goes through in trying a spirit, right? And like going, all right, I paid this much money for this at a bar, or I bought the bottle at home. How am I going to go through this and just really be in that moment? And I love that component of our Ultimate Spirits competition. I just love being in that moment and going through the paces.
I love when we first reveal our scores, because like we really don't talk about it. Like mainly because Jules sits here and he like writes and he puts his card way out here, so we often will catch a glance of what Jules is doing, you and me. Yeah. But I almost never see what you're writing down.
Yeah.
I just love that reveal of like, okay, did we have the same experience? Did we go through the same journey in tasting this thing? That's just super fun.
I feel like Jules does, but he interprets the journey in a slightly different way.
Yeah, he's just starting from a different place.
Because I think to his credit, I think a lot of the stuff that I talk about is too out there.
It's too cerebral.
No, like it's just too.
That's cold, man.
Too. I don't know. They're like too obsessed with minutia, right? Yeah. So there are folks that focus on. Yeah, I mean.
But no, I don't think CP is better than the Bourbon Junkies. It's just a different experience.
Yeah, it's
and
different.
The Junkies are great. They've been at this. They love what they're doing. Yeah. They're doing a great job. Oscar says, it's late on the East Coast. I'm from Florida, but living in Nevada now. We don't cooperate, corrupt corporate madness. Don't know what that means. Sounds fun, though. Matthew is closing up Total Wine. So, I mean, the wine store. So ready to go home and rewatch this live stream. And also, have you all been able to get a hold of the Jack Daniel's 10 or 12? I have not.
I haven't seen it because near me. Also near me. As soon as it hit the shelves,
disappeared.
All the messages go out and everybody gets it. Mm-hmm. And to me, I will say personally, what I was concerned about was trying to get the Coy-Hill, because as just a high proof junkie, I really, really wanted to experience that. It's not necessarily for me to like keep or whatever. I just wanted to experience it. Jack Daniel 10, 12 is like icing. It's like, fine. If I get it, great. If I don't, whatever. Eventually, I'll see it at a bar. I'll try it.
I feel like I've tried the 10.
I've tried the 10-year already, and it was fine. I thought it was good, but
if I did,
I'm not spending time or money on it. You saw it at 10-year at the liquor store.
Did I not buy it?
Remember you had like this thing where you said if he finds out that the 10-year is going to come out every year, he might sell it to you.
Oh yeah.
So you might want to go back.
Yeah, I should go back. I know. Yeah, he probably would. I mean, that guy will always sell me stuff, but I have a good relationship with him. I'm like, you know what? If you can make a lot of money on this, I understand it.
Siyama, Dillon. You can go to the other ones. I want to answer Siyama though. Dillon, would you wait 2 hours in line for Koi Hill? Yes, I would.
It was not that good. It was good, but it was not a substantial elevation over what is always available on the shelf.
Siyama,
It's unique. It's good. It's really good.
So what I find out,
it's worth 2 hours of your life, dude.
Look,
2 hours, man.
Look, much like the chef in the menu, I like to invite certain folks to my abode, and I like to take them through the journey. And I take that very seriously. Okay, and so I don't know if anybody in that circle is watching or whatever, but I will have another, tasting soon, hopefully. And I like to really go and craft that journey. I'd like to craft that journey. I look at pieces. I look at pieces of whiskeys and say, where does this fit? There's nothing that can replace Koi Hill. There are things that can replace the Jack Daniel 10-year and 12-year, but not the Koi Hill. So that's why I would wait 2 hours for a Koi Hill. That's why Siyama, I would join you for the experience. Dutch, poo-poos the human experience, right? I want to be on the human level. This guy, I don't know, worships the devil, does stuff.
See, all that would have been cut. That's why.
See, he would cut things, okay. Someone out in the CPU must know that Simpsons episode, the Venus, what's that? The Venus de Milo, what is it called? The gummy. When Homer is accused of the sexual harassment. Remember when he goes to the candy thing? And then they show the footage and you can see the clock in the back and it goes back and forth because they cut. Come on, somebody in CPU must have watched The Simpsons
I've seen a lot of Simpsons.
But that's one of the best.
That's not reminding me.
Oh.
There's a good comment here.
Gummy de Milo. Thank you, Siyama.
Somebody was asking about the Old Fitz Prime.
This one?
Yeah, that's a great bottle. It's an 80 proofer. I bought a bunch of these when I was in Kentucky last time, and this one just sits up there. I've got a couple of, I think, commenting on another weeder to try. If you have access to this one, it's a great one. It's a low proof, but it's a good flavor.
Yeah, we did bring up, I was bringing up the Old Fitz. What do you call it?
The decanter.
The decanter,
which is
but
very different.
Have
you guys tried any of the Rare Character Exceptional Series? Yes, a couple of them.
I would run down and
we have a bunch more. So I don't know. The two I tried, I was like, okay, that's okay. But it seems like everybody's going crazy for them now.
Rare Character? Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
felt like it was a little.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Found North. Which one's Rare Character? Oh, Rare Character. Yeah, no, I didn't like those.
Well, no, I've had like multiple versions of Rare Character. I think it's on the level of Nulu, where I think about where does it fit. Remember, I mentioned earlier in this 2 of 5 hour what do you call this thing? Live show. So I don't know where this fits. Like I need it to fit somewhere. And folks in CPU, and you work hard for your money, right? We talked about how the average daily salary is like $75 in the United States. You're talking about insane prices per bottle, right? And you have to kind of pick and choose what you can appreciate. And you're like, okay, I got to pay for the mortgage or rent, and you got to do basic needs and stuff. How does that fit into the grand scheme of things? Where does the craft distilling fit in terms of value?
Do you want to try Hidden Barn?
That's for Jules. Jules?
Jules did not like that either.
So. Oh, he had it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What do you think? Let's do a summary. PREGAME.
Love the nose. Palate's okay. Long row's better.
I'd say palate's good. I didn't like the finish
Yeah.
as much.
Something
It doesn't taste like
turns-
25.
Nope.
There's a little bit of harshness.
The nose
I would
is
say-
so nice.
I would say I want a little bit of more craftsmanship. I think this is one of those
It's
things.
single barrel. I want it. I mean, this is
Yeah.
you can tell. Like this was like an okay barrel
Yeah.
that they sold.
Yeah.
Like
It's good,
it's good,
but it doesn't feel like a 25.
It doesn't.
It feels more like a 12 to 15 in terms of the mouthfeel. So
Vortex, this is my point. Wouldn't Jack Daniel's single barrel proof be basically 95% of what Coy Hill was? That was my take. Coy Hill was like a little proofier, a little spicier version of the Jack Daniel's barrel proof.
So I will say,
Single barrel proof.
I own the Coy Hill, and I desperately want the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof to be equivocal to some degree. I mean, like I give 20% or whatever here and there, but I want something that's equivocal, and I haven't found it yet. That's the problem. I mean, it's not like end all be all per se, but it's.
So Joe says, when are we going to make a barrel pick?
Okay, so should I go into my soliloquy here?
No, we
so
can just say that it hasn't happened yet because we haven't found the right opportunity.
that, and we want the right barrel.
We want the right barrel. We want the right
'Cause
opportunity.
I don't want us to like
There are plenty of barrel picks out
share
there.
what's there's a million barrel picks with so many societies, so many liquor stores. Admittedly, majority are whatever average. I want our CPU to experience something.
It's got to be
different.
elevated.
Yeah, it's got to be elevated.
special.
We were talking about this. We were like, either it has to be fully academic, where it's got to be like the most unique experience, or
Yeah, but
it has to be at a level where I would love this to the end of time, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the barrel that I want. Not just like, oh, okay, this is the best of the 5 little bottles that they gave us to taste. Like, I just find that to be not as interesting because anybody else can get that for you. Like, we need to have something slightly different.
I agree. I mean, like, it just hasn't come our way yet. When it does, we'll do it. I don't know when that's going to be.
Yeah, we're waiting.
It may be a while.
But we are trying to do it so that it's exclusive to our.
Or at least give like Patreon and members.
We'll absolutely
first
give
dibs,
Patreon folks. And we do have some ideas though. It's kind of interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've actually tried reaching out to a couple places.
Yeah, we've been looking.
But nobody realizes what they're missing out on by.
Yeah, but we want it to be
special.
Yeah, we want, again, like, it drives me insane. Like, I always think about myself. Like, would I spend money on going to a Curiosity Public event? The answer is no. The answer is no. So, like, in order for that answer to be yes, better be good. Because I feel bad.
We are still, tentatively planning something.
Again, I would not go to our own thing if it's just some whatever.
Some stupid
some gathering or whatever. No.
But we still may do something like that.
Yeah, but I need to make sure that our CPU is taken care of. So here's CPU. I was thinking, I have in my vault a bunch of the old Elijah Craig 12-year, the 1.75 liter, right?
I remember when you bought those.
Yeah, I bought those and I was like thinking that
like 6 in your cart or something.
Yeah. So I want to bring that so that we can sit around and go like, hey, let's go blast from the past. Let's try this Elijah Craig 12-year, in this 1.75. We'll put that little pump thing.
That's the house bourbon for tonight.
Yeah,
will
1
be,
to 2 ounce pours.
Something that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, see, that's cool. That's cool to me.
I agree. That would be cool.
That's something, I'd be like, okay, somebody.
Logistics of something like that are a little bit trickier than you may think if you want to do things above board.
But yeah,
trying to,
I don't want to be.
Hattori Hanzo says, I was so upset I missed out on buying Hidden Barn's first batch, and then I realized I may have had a misguided crush on Jackie Zykin.
He wanted me to drink some of that.
I said, do you want to try it?
I'm like, no, thanks. I'll drink the 4 Roses 21 or 4 Roses limited edition.
Abalash K says, switching between this feed and ADHD madness. I agree. Curiosity Public standards for a barrel pick may not be feasible.
But we may find some creative answers. answer.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. I mean,
We're thinking about it. We're really thinking about it.
Like you say all the time, it's like we're thinking fourth dimensionally.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen in the time scale that anybody wants, but it may happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, hey dude, let's wind this down. We tried a lot of things.
Oh wow. Okay.
We're closing things out here. Let's put everything on the table that we tried tonight, and let's tell everybody what the take-home message is between all of these. Like, what was the best? What was the worst? What do we recommend? What do we say skip? I think that's it. So we started out with this was my warm-up. I don't count that.
Oh.
We started out with this Wild Turkey 12. Don't pay secondary prices. Don't spend $200 on it. If you're overseas and you can find it for $60, interesting one to try.
Totally worth $60. I'd say okay. Let's.
But I will say, if you love like the tannic hit,
How much
would I pay for this?
Yep.
I probably wouldn't buy it again, but I would pay $50.
I'd pay $120 for the academic experience.
Oh, okay.
Age stated Wild Turkey. That's what I would do.
All right. Four Roses was next. $200. Good.
I agree.
I don't
200.
feel bad. I think it was like $250 plus shipping was like.
Gives it to me every year. I mean, I'm thinking back to
good.
2021, 2022, this year.
I
still
can't
get that floral.
I can't be objective about the Four Roses stuff.
It's
so.
good. It's good.
For me, I would spend up to $300 for it every year just to get a bottle, but I don't think most people should. Some people don't like the Four Roses flavor profile.
If you have a sentimental component, like a human, maybe 300.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, like I mean,
but it's hard to recommend because some people will taste it and be like, "Why would you pay?"
Yeah, why would you pay 300?
I like
for
it.
Dutch, there's a sentimental component here. 200, I think. Yeah, 200.
Yeah.
There we go. This one.
Old Forester Rye.
I paid 60. I don't regret it. I would not pay whatever ridiculous price. No way.
Yeah, $60.
It's no way because, again, there are other ryes that are available.
That wasn't even next. We did this next. Or whatever. Hibiki Blossom. That's a tough sell at 220, 250. That's a tough sell.
150.
This should be like
because of the mouthfeel, and that elevated experience above Hibiki.
Yeah, but that's $70. This is 100.
150.
Twice as good as regular Hibiki. That's pushing it.
There's a component.
Yeah, in this market, yeah.
There's a sweetness.
It's $100.
There's a sweetness component.
$100 overpriced.
I don't think you would regret it at 150. When you start getting into the 200, 250, you might start regretting it.
Yeah.
Yep.
17 doesn't count.
Long
Row Red.
I don't know how much I paid, but
I don't know how much you paid either.
If you don't like Pinot, if you don't like wine,
I mean, the irony is after having the Cragmore, I actually like the Long Row more
because the peat's nice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's growing on me. It's evolving.
I'd say
it's
150,
really
200.
Yeah.
I like the age.
In this market.
I like what the Campbell. I love the
Campbelltown.
Yeah.
Springbank.
Yeah, I love that. So I mean, it's this is my little.
I would probably prefer to spring for the non-red. I might spring for like the regular Long Row 18
or whatever.
21 instead. That's me.
Wait, I have that.
Yeah, it's not.
Should have opened it.
And the final pour, the Cragmore. I mean, I could see this one really opening up though. I mean, it's old. Maybe it just needed a little more time. The nose was so promising.
This is a fun one for us to share. I can think of us like when we're doing like a family dinner or something. We should open this up. 25-year enjoy. But I would not break the bank or anything like that at all for this. 200? 150? 175? For this 1.5-year?
I don't think it's that good. I wouldn't feel satisfied with that much.
How much? 150? 175? I'm thinking
the flavor's
around
that
that
much. I don't know.
It might open up. It might open. It's 25-year.
For the age, I understand it being over 100, but I wouldn't feel that great about it. So, all right, guys, we're gonna shut things down. Oh, people are talking about the Discord. Yeah, I mean,
I have it installed.
You have it installed. You actually clicked the link at one point,
Yeah,
and then
at
you're
one
like
point.
expired, and
Yeah.
I can't even get Jules to join it. So I'm trying. I will try one more time to get him, and then I'm just gonna launch it without him.
Good.
And
Just launch it.
I'm sorry, guys. What can I say? I'm actually not that sorry. I don't care. I do care, but yeah, Discord coming. It'll start with Patreon only, and then we'll expand it out, and we'll test it with Patreon. See, Yama, I am going to hit you up this year, this month. Okay, I will do it this month. And somebody was commenting on, yeah, here. We'll end off with this. Cajun C said, I also bought Hibiki Masters for 80 and duty free. That bottle I really, really liked. Enjoyed the heck out of it. Siyama says, Vortex wants you to open another long row. It's not here, actually. I think we would if it were here.
I think it's there.
No, it's not.
The 21?
It's not. We have only the non-age stated, which we've already
Is it
opened.
in my other box?
You didn't bring it. You said you had it. You didn't bring it.
I have it. I definitely have it.
I know you have it, but you didn't bring it. So, all right, guys, that's it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. There's still 93 of you here.
Oh my gosh.
Get over to ADHD Whiskey if you are not already watching it. And
enjoy the rest of the night. It was fun. Oh, Siyama, another super chat.
Dude,
oh,
thank
man.
you, man.
Vortex wants you to open another long row.
So much for a short live stream. Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened here. This was supposed to be an hour.
You knew this was coming.
To give Dillon an inch, he takes a mile.
You knew this was coming, right? Because I don't like this, oh, let's just open up 1 or 2 bottles, whatever. Look, people are investing their time. Time is money.
It is. We're also investing our time and money.
Open this up. We're gonna open it up, folks. This is the fun. This is the fun. This is the enjoy. This is the
all right, this has been super fun, and thank you guys all, everybody who tuned in. Thank you for tuning in. Dillon just dropped his mic, and we're going off the rails, so we're gonna shut this down. Thank you guys. See you soon. I don't know when our next live stream is gonna be, but I'm scheduled to be on Matt Madness in I think 2 weeks at the end of April.
Better win.
Dillon will not be on the next live stream probably, but Jules probably will be, and maybe he'll do another Matt Madness fight for me.
I try the Heaven Gate or whatever.
Heaven's Door.
Yeah, Heaven's Door, whatever it is.
Heaven's Gate was the cult.
yeah.
Oh, I've been watching that Waco documentary.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
So many things I didn't know about that whole thing. All right, guys, have a good night. Have a good weekend. Happy Easter. Bye.